घर घर तिरंगा, हर घर तिरंगा, घर घर तिरंगा, हर घर तिरंगा। घर घर तिरंगा, रथ घर तिरंगा, घरो घरी तिरंगा, प्रत्येक घरी तिरंगा।
आसमान को पाना है, आसमान से आगे जाना है।
नए भारत की नई कहानी अब आसमां को सुनाना है।
गर्व है इस तिरंगे पर, सारे जहां को ये दिखाएंगे।
अमृत काल मनाएंगे, घर घर तिरंगा लहराएंगे।
घर घर तिरंगा, हर घर तिरंगा, तिंटा झंडा मने मने गु त्रिवर्णा।
केसरिया रंग है क्या?
ये रंग मेरी शक्ति का है, ये रंग मेरी ताकत का है, ये रंग देश के माथे पे सजा।
श्वेत है क्या रंग सत्य का?
ये श्वेत रंग शांति का है, ये श्वेत रंग एके का है, ये रंग देश के दिल में है बसा। रंग हरा तो खुशहाली का है, ये धर्म चक्र विकास का। इन्हीं उसूलों से है ये बना तिरंगा हमारा,
तिरंगा प्यारा।
घोरे घोरे तिरंगा, शौक घोरे तिरंगा, घेर घेर तिरंगो, धोती घोरे पताका। घर घर तिरंगा, हर घर तिरंगा, घर घर तिरंगा, हर घर तिरंगा, घर घर तिरंगा।
भारत
Hello everyone. Yes, thank you everyone for joining us. And we are starting AZADI campus महोत्सव। हम लोग आज़ादी के अमृत महोत्सव मना रहे हैं। आप सबको पता है कितना इम्पोर्टेंट है इंडिया को। इंडिया तो अभी हम 75 इंडिपेंडेंस डे की बात कर रहे हैं। इन 75 ईयर्स में इंडिया ने बहुत कुछ अचीव किया है, आप सभी लोग जानते हो। और इसी की वजह से है कि हम यहाँ तक पहुँचे हैं। अपना भारत इतना शक्तिशाली है, तो उसको रखें जैसे अच्छा पूरी तरफ टुडे वी आर गोइंग टू टॉक only in Hindi. Sometimes you have to because we have some international members. But we will try to talk mostly in Hindi. Because we come from India. We are so, ठीक है जब तक पूजा मैम ज्वाइन पूजा मैम कैन यू हियर मी
Yes, sir. Good evening.
प्लीज प्रोसीड मैम
Good evening, everyone. And happy Independence to each one present here.
Good evening, ma'am. Happy Independence Day.
Good evening.
Happy Independence Day, ma'am. Good evening.
We'll begin our program within 5 minutes. A very good evening to one and all present here, and a warm welcome to each and everyone present here. I, Dr. Pooja Dikshit Joshi, with IDYM, is going to host today's event on the occasion of 75th AMRIT Ka MAHOTSAV and Happy Independence Day. We have gathered here to celebrate AZADI Ka AMRIT MAHOTSAV as well as have an Independence Day, an initiative by the Government of India to celebrate 75 years of independence and the glorious history of its people, culture, and achievement. This Mahotsav is dedicated to the people of India who have not only been instrumental in bringing India as far as an evolutionary journey, but also hold within them the power and the potential to enable Prime Minister Narendra Modi's vision of activating New India 2.0 fueled by the spirit of Atmanirbhar Bharat. The government have started this initiative. To mention the few are freedom struggle. This team anchor and remembers the unsung heroes whose sacrifices have been made a reality for us. Ideas at 75. The theme focuses on programs and events inspired by the ideas and the idols that have shaped us and will guide us. The world around us is changing, and as the new world unfolds, the strength of our conviction will determine the longevity of our ideas. Resolve at 75. The theme focuses on our collective resolve and determination to shape the destiny of our motherland. Action at 75. This theme focuses on the efforts that have been undertaken to help India take its rightful position in the new world order. Achievement at 75. Here I would like to call Avneet Anand to walk us through some of the major achievements as we have as a nation have achieved over the period of time. Over to Avneet Anand.
Good evening. My name is Avneet Kaur Anand. I am a student at Billabong High International School. Today, on the occasion of the 75th Independence Day and Amrit Mahotsav, let's remember the historical events that occurred over the past 75 years that have helped to mold India into the nation it is today. Even as we commemorate 75 years of independence, growth, and prosperity, I am here today to share with you 75 of India's greatest national accomplishments. One of liberated India's first achievements was enforcing its own constitution on 26 January 1950, barely 3 years after independence. After this, there is also the case of how India, a nation left broken by the British, conducted its first general elections from October 1951 to February 1952. Only 4 years after independence. While these achievements were the prominent activities in India, in the background, India and Pakistan had fought the First Kashmir War from 1947 to 49 over control of the princely state of Jammu. Maharaja Hari Singh had signed an instrument of accession to India to bring it to a close. Later, in 1951, the railroad network was nationalized, with 119,630 kilometers of lines and 7,216 stations. It is currently the largest railway network in the world. The inaugural Asian Games, as in the first Asian Games ever, were held in New Delhi, India in 1951. Following gaining independence, India bolstered its defense to prevent such tragedies from happening again. India was the first country to start an atomic energy program when it did so in 1954. Due to this, India currently boasts the world's second biggest military force and largest volunteer army. Later, India signed the Panchsheel, which was first formally enunciated in the Agreement on Trade and Intercourse between the Tibet region of China and India, signed on April 29, 1954. Later, on August 4, 1956, India completed construction of Asia's first nuclear reactor, the Apsara nuclear reactor. In the field of arts, we can observe how Mother India was the first film to be nominated for an Oscar for Best Foreign Language Film in 1958. The Green Revolution in 1960 saw an increase in food grain production, and in 1962 took place the Indo-Sino War. The trigger for the war between India and China was a border issue. The war ended with China declaring a ceasefire within a month. In 1963, India launched its first rocket, which became the foundation for ISRO formation. The Indian Space Research Organization was formed on 15th August 1969. ISRO superseded the erstwhile Indian National Committee for Space Research, which was known as INCOSPAR. After recognizing the significance of space technology for a nation's growth, Vikram Sarabhai instructed ISRO to act as a development agent. Thus, India launched its first indigenous satellite in 1975, called Aryabhatta, with the help of USSR. The satellite was completely designed and fabricated in India. Thus, at present, the best indigenous technology-based launch vehicles have been manufactured under the Make in India program. Later, we observe how 14 banks were nationalized by the government on July 19, 1969. And the second wave of nationalization in banking came into effect in April 1980. The White Revolution of 1970. India saw the White Revolution, the world's biggest dairy development program. It transformed India from a milk deficient nation into the world's largest milk producer. The Shimla Agreement. India and Pakistan signed the pact in 1972 to settle their differences by peaceful means through bilateral negotiations. In the field of environment, there was the Chipko movement. The Chipko Andolan of 1973 was a forest conservation movement in India. Then there was Pokhran 1. India conducted its first nuclear test, codenamed Smiling Buddha, in the year 1974. With this, India broke into the list of 5 nuclear-powered nations. The 1974 JP movement was a movement initiated by students in Bihar against misuse and corruption.
It's a humble request to keep yourself on mute. Participants, it's a humble request to keep yourself on mute. Fateh Singh Meena, ma'am, please keep yourself on mute. Fateh Singh Meena, ma'am.
It's not Fateh Singh Meena, ma'am. It's some Anshu Mitra Banerjee.
Anshu Mitra, ma'am, please. Yes, Avneet, you can continue.
Yes, the JP movement was led by the socialist Jayaprakash Narayan. It was a movement initiated by the students in Bihar against misrule and corruption in 1974. India had designed its first space satellite in 1975, as I aforementioned, and it was named after the astronomer Aryabhatta. In 1979, the government had set up the Mandal Commission under BP Mandal to identify the socially and educationally backward classes of India. 1983 was a year of pride for all cricket fans because under the captainship of Kapil Dev, India had won its first Cricket World Cup. Later, just 1 year later, India sent its first astronaut, Rakesh Sharma, into space in 1984 in a joint mission with the Soviet Union. We observe Operation Blue Star, which was the codename for the military action to remove militant leader Jarnail Singh Bhindranewala and his followers from the Golden Temple in Amritsar. The 1987 Cricket World Cup was held in India and Pakistan. It was the first such tournament to be held outside England. As we all know from the movie Airlift, the 1990 Kuwait airlift was carried out from August 13, 1990 to October 20, 1990. Air India helped evacuate nearly 175,000 people in this mission. In the field of economy, through the 1991 globalization of economy, India opened the doors for free trade by foreign investors. Then came Pokhran 2. India conducted a series of 5 nuclear bomb tests at Pokhran, Rajasthan, in May 1998 under the codename Operation Shakti. It led to India becoming a full-fledged nuclear state. In the field of transport, the Delhi-Lahore International Bus Service was established on February 19, 1999. Later, in 1999, was the Kargil War, in which India launched Operation Vijaya after Pakistani forces infiltrated inside line of control. The war ended in July, with India successfully recapturing Tiger Hill. The Lahore Declaration was signed by India and Pakistan in February 1999 to avoid unauthorized operational use of nuclear weapons. Later, in the year of 2000, new states of Chhattisgarh, Uttarakhand, and Jharkhand were formed in November, thus increasing the count of states from 25 to 28. Again, as we come back to the topic of transportation, in 2001, the Vajpayee government launched the Golden Quadrilateral, which is the largest highway project in India, connecting the 4 major cities of Delhi, Mumbai, Chennai, and Kolkata. For the parliamentary issues, we observe the Right to Information Act, which is RTI, which was passed by the Parliament in 2005, throwing government departments open to scrutiny. Then there was the MGNREGA Act, which is the Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Development Act, which was enacted in 2005, with the primary objective of guaranteeing 100 days of wage employment per year to rural households. Next, we move back to space. We have Chandrayaan 1. India successfully launched Chandrayaan 1 in October 2008 to explore the moon. Actually, in 2008, India ended up setting a world record of sending 10 satellites in orbit in a single mission through PSLV-C9. We successfully launched satellites like Chandrayaan to the moon and became the first country to reach Mars in our first attempt through Mangalyaan. One of the greatest achievements of Chandrayaan was the discovery of water molecules in the lunar soil. In the field of sports, Abhinav Bindra won the first Indian gold medal in the Olympics for the 10-meter air rifle event in the 2008 Olympics in Beijing. The Right to Education Act, which is RTE, was passed in 2009, making education a fundamental right of every child and bridging the gap between different classes of society. On July 26, 2009, India launched INS Arihant, the country's first indigenous nuclear submarine armed with ballistic missiles with a range of 3,500 kilometers. India hosted the 2010 Commonwealth Games in Delhi. And in the Commonwealth Games of 2010, India won over 101 medals and stood second after Australia. On April 2, 2011, India lifted the Cricket World Cup for the second time under the captaincy of Mahendra Singh Dhoni. The National Food Security Act 2013 was passed and aimed to provide subsidized food grain to 1.2 billion people. Again, as we all know from the movie Mission Mangal, on November 5, 2030, we successfully launched Mars Orbiter mission to probe Mars. The Mars Orbiter mission was the first Asian attempt to reach the Mars orbit and the first nation in the world to do so in its first attempt. In March 2014, the World Health Organization, WHO, certified India as a polio-free region. On June 2, 2014, Telangana was separated from the northwestern part of Andhra Pradesh as the newly formed 29th state with Hyderabad as its permanent capital. India launched its own GPS system too, which was known as NAVIC, Navigation with Indian Constellation. Later, Niti Aayog was found in 2015. Then we come to the main issue, which we are all so well aware of: demonetization. In 2016, the government announced the demonetization of rupees 500 and rupees 1000 banknotes to draw out black money. In 2017, India set the world record for the smallest satellite in the world that weighed only 64 grams. However, the real piece of interest here is that this satellite was designed by an 18-year-old student. This displays the real potential of the youth of India. Along with this, India had bagged a Nobel Prize for the discovery of gravitational waves in 2017. And our astronomers had discovered a supercluster of galaxies in the year 2017 too. They named it Saraswati. Again, moving back to economics, we have GST, which is Goods and Services Tax, which was also brought into effect on July 1st, 2017, and is one indirect tax for the whole nation. It was brought into action to centralize taxes. In 2017, the Supreme Court struck down the practice of instant triple talaq, through which Muslim men are capable of divorcing their wives by uttering talaq 3 times in quick succession. In 2018, Supreme Court decriminalized homosexuality. However, in 2018, India progressed not only in being more humane, but also in having an insightful scientific temper. Why? Because in 2018, ISRO developed India's first atomic clock, which can be used for navigating satellites and measuring precise location data. Also, in 2018, scientists at the Government Medical College and Hospital of Chandigarh developed CASI, which is the Chandigarh Autism Screening Instrument, which will help reduce the misdiagnosis of autism as mental retardation and ADHD in children, as well as help community health workers understand their patients. In February 2019, India's first indigenously developed light combat aircraft, Tejas, received the final operational clearance for induction into IAF. Also, in 2019, the Parliament passed the Transgender Persons Protection of Rights Bill. On March 27, 2019, India successfully conducted Mission Shakti, which, as I had mentioned before, was an anti-satellite missile test that could destroy satellites in space through missiles on the ground. In India's quest to land its first spacecraft on the moon, it launched Chandrayaan 2 on July 22, 2019. When we notice the international level, Indian origin economist Abhijit Banerjee had won the 2019 Nobel Prize for their experimental approach to alleviating global poverty. On August 6, 2019, the Parliament passed a bill dividing Jammu and Kashmir into 2 union territories, and also adopted a resolution scrapping special status of the state under Article 370. Also in 2019, our culture and heritage received more recognition. Pink City, Jaipur, was added to the UNESCO World Heritage List. Along with all of this, over the years, India has made significant progress in improving the average life expectancy of Indians. In 1947, the average life expectancy of Indians was around 32 years, while today, in 2022, it has reached over 70 years. In 2021, in the Olympic Games, Neeraj Chopra won a gold medal in javelin throwing, making all our hearts swell with pride. And finally, we can't ignore that in 2022, India got its first and its youngest tribal president, Draupadi Murmu, who took oath as the 15th President of India on July 25th, 2022. It is an honor to identify as Indians, members of a country that, like many others, struggled for its freedom, but in contrast to others, rapidly rebuilt itself and accomplished more in 75 years than anyone could have imagined. Let's attempt to think of each other as citizens of this nation first, followed by our own unique identities. Keeping in mind the Amrit Mahotsav motto, nation first, always first. Big because this is what we all have in common and what binds us together. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Avneet, for this insightful information which we should be proud of. Thank you once again, Avneet. Moving ahead with our next program, songs have always played an important role in inciting the spirit of nationalism in the heart of millions of Indians. Without taking much of your time, permits us to call our talented student Supriya. Supriya, are you there, Supriya?
Yes, ma'am, I'm there.
Yeah. To fill us with the spirit of nationalism. Supriya, the stage is all yours.
Okay. Hi, myself Supragi. I'm an MSU student, second year. A patriotic song, Fibonacci.
Could you please mute the mic? It's echoing the voice.
रंग सजाया है ऐ मेरी ज़मी अफसोस नहीं जो तेरे लिए सौ दर्द सहे महफूज रहे तेरी आन सदा चाहे जान मेरी ये रहे या रहे ऐ मेरी ज़मीं महबूब मेरी मेरी नस नस में तेरा इश्क बहे फीका न पड़े कभी रंग तेरा जिस्मों से निकल के खून कहे तेरी मिट्टी में उमड़ जावा गुल बन के मैं खिल जावा इतनी सी है दिल की आरज़ू हो तेरी नदियों में बह जावा तेरे खेतों में लहरावा इतनी सी है दिल की आरज़ू वो सरसों से भरे खलिहान मेरे जहाँ झूम के भंगड़ा पा न सका आबाद रहे वो गाँव मेरा जहाँ लौट के वापस जा न सका हो वतना हवे मेरी वतना वे प्यार निराला था कुर्बान हुआ तेरी असमत पे मैं कितना नसीबों वाला था तेरी मिट्टी में खिल जावा गुल बन के मैं खिल जावा इतनी सी है दिल की आरज़ू तेरी खेतों में लहरावा इतनी सी है दिल की आरज़ू ओ हीर मेरी तू हंसते रहे तेरी आँख घड़ी भर नम ना हो मैं मरता था जिस मुखड़े पे कभी उसका उजाला कम ना हो ओ माही क्या फिक्र तुझे क्यों आँख से दरिया बहता है तू कहती थी चांद हूँ मैं और चांद हमेशा रह लगता है, तेरी मिट्टी में मिल जाऊं, दिल के मैं खिल जाऊं, इसी है दिल की आरज़ू। हो तेरी नदियों में बह जावा, तेरी फसलों में लहरावा, कितनी सी है दिल की आरज़ू। केसरी थैंक यू।
Thank you, Supriya. It was your thank you, and we could hear your melodious voice. What a fantastic start of this Amrit Mahotsav. Thank you so much. As we have just started our program, and I would like to quote our Honorable Prime Minister Sogan, Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru, what he has said. सौगंध है मुझे इस मिट्टी की, मैं ये देश झुकने नहीं दूंगा. सौगंध है मुझे इस मिट्टी की, मैं ये देश झुकने नहीं दूंगा. Saying this, I would like to call Adiba Khan to deliver a strong message through a poem.
Good evening all, happy Independence Day. The poem which I am going to recite is written in form of a letter of a son to his mother. रोना मत, ना दिल करना छोटा, पछताना मत, वो तुम्हारे बलिदान का शत्रु है होता. पूछना मत क्यों अब मैं नहीं आता, क्योंकि मुल्क के सामने मुझे अपना आप नजर नहीं आता. मैं ही तो मुल्क हूँ, भारत हूँ. माँ, मैं तेरा चांद हूँ, जो होता है मीलों दूर, पर लाए रौनक तेरी आंखों सी व्याकुल, न जाने कितनी गहरी रातों में. चांदनी से तेरे गर्व के आंसू चमकाऊंगा, चांद बन जाऊंगा, मैं चांद बन जाऊंगा. चले हवा जब बाहें खोल लेना, भले हवा ठंडी ही क्यों ना हो, गले मुझे लगा लेना. देकर तेरी महक जमीनों पर उड़ जाऊंगा मैं, शत्रु की सीमा पर आंधी बन जाऊंगा, वायु बन जाऊंगा, मैं वायु बन जाऊंगा. एक साथ हैं हम एक सूर्य को देखते, जब तक ये सूर्य केसरी रंग से भारत को जगाएगा, केसरी रंग से भारत को सुलाएगा. अमर बन जाऊंगा, मैं अमर बन जाऊंगा. थैंक यू.
Thank you so much, Adiba. It was so mesmerizing and it was so moving. This reminds us that it's not important, it's very important for all of us to remember that this celebration is not just for one day. The spirit of nationalism should be kept alive in whatever we do and wherever we are. With this, I would like to call Dr. Seema Negi ma'am to share her view on this momentous day, ma'am. Dr. Seema Negi ma'am.
थैंक यू सो मच. सारे जहां से अच्छा हिंदोस्तां हमारा, हम बुलबुले हैं इसकी, ये गुलिस्तां हमारा. कुछ नशा तो होगा इस वतन की मिट्टी में, ऐसे ही तो इतने लोगों ने इसके लिए जान नहीं दी. टुडे वी आर सेलिब्रेटिंग एंड वी आर सेलिब्रेटिंग इन अ ग्रैंड वे. हर घर तिरंगा, देयर इज तिरंगा एवरीवेयर. आप जहां भी देखो आपको ये 3 रंग दिखाई दे रहे हैं. Each nook and corner of my country is fluttering with tricolor, and this tricolor is a responsibility. Responsibility because what will happen tomorrow? And through this platform, I need to urge everyone कि 3 दिन के celebration के बाद ये झंडा जमीन पर नहीं आए. It is very important that we as Indians should take pride in our independence, but at the same time, we should not forget that ours is a country which celebrates all the diversity. We are the country who has all the kind of diversity that you can think of, whether it's geographical, it is language, political, racial, religious, social. But today, keeping everything aside, every house, every shop, every vehicle, you can see a tricolor. This tricolor again reminds me of a responsibility that what will happen tomorrow. Do we really know how to take care of our triangle, how to take care of our tricolor? Tomorrow, if there is even one tricolor fallen on the road, any tricolor fallen down means we are not responsible enough to take care of our tricolor. ये बात हवाओं को बताए रखना, ये बात हवाओं को बताए रखना, रोशनी होगी चिरागों को जलाए रखना, लहू दे के जिसकी हिफाजत हमने की है, ऐसे तिरंगे को दिल में बसाए रखना। सुनने में कितना अच्छा लगता है, लेकिन अगर यही तिरंगा कल हमें गार्बेज बिन के पास, सड़कों पर कहीं भी गिरा हुआ मिला, तो क्या हमने सही में अपने तिरंगे की हिफाजत की है? ये एक प्रश्न है जो मैं आप सबसे पूछना चाहती हूँ। और इसी के साथ थ्रू दिस प्लेटफॉर्म आई वांट टू गिव दिस रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी टू ईच वन ऑफ यू. Can we please take the responsibility that each one of us who is attending this program today, who is watching this program today, at least ensure that we will not let even one flag be there on the ground. The flag is our identity. We are known by it. हम हिंदुस्तानी हैं और यही हमारी पहचान है और हमें इस पे गर्व है। तिरंगा हमारी पहचान है। जब हम कहीं भी जाते हैं, हम इस तिरंगे से पहचाने जाते हैं। क्या हम अपने तिरंगे की हिफाजत कर सकते हैं? आज हम 75th ईयर ऑफ इंडिपेंडेंस मना रहे हैं, आजादी का अमृत महोत्सव मना रहे हैं। बहुत जल्दी हम 2047 में पहुंच जाएंगे और तब हम एक पूरा शतक बनाएंगे। उस शतक के लिए क्या हम तैयार हैं? अगर हम एक छोटा सा कदम नहीं उठा सकते आज, तो शायद कल हम उस चीज के लिए तैयार नहीं है। ये आप सबको अपने आप से पूछना है कि हमें क्या करना है। बहुत सही आपने सुना होगा, माखनलाल चतुर्वेदी जी ने एक कविता लिखी है जिसमें उन्होंने पुष्प की अभिलाषा का वर्णन किया है कि चाह नहीं मैं सुरबाला के गहनों में गूथा जाऊं, चाह नहीं प्रेमी माल में बिंद प्यारी को ललचाऊं, चाह नहीं सम्राटों के शव पर हे हरि डाला जाऊं, चाह नहीं देवों के सर चढ़ूं भाग्य पर इठलाऊं, मुझे तोड़ लेना बनमाली उस पथ पर तुम देना फेंक, मातृभूमि पर शीश चढ़ाने जिस पथ जाएं वीर अनेक। ये जो तिरंगा है, ये जो आजादी है, बहुत मेहनत से मिली है। इसके पीछे बहुत लहू बहा है और वो लहू आपके और मेरे ही परिवार का है, हमारे हिंदुस्तानियों का है। तो क्या हम उसकी हिफाजत कर सकते हैं? आज हमें एक छोटी सी चीज करनी है जो छोटी कहने में लगती है लेकिन बहुत बड़ी है। It's a humble request to everyone who is watching this program today. Please ensure that our tricolor is fluttering the way it is fluttering. It should not touch the ground. That will be, then it is like our pride is fallen. It is like we are fallen in our own eyes. ये एक गुजारिश है इस प्लेटफॉर्म के माध्यम से। अंत में बस यही कहना चाहूंगी, खूब बहती है अमन की गंगा बहने दो, खूब बहती है अमन की गंगा बहने दो, मत फैलाओ देश में दंगा रहने दो, लाल हरे में ना बांटो, लाल हरे में ना बैठो, लाल हरे में ना बांटो, मेरी छत पर एक तिरंगा रहने दो। आज हमें यह मौका मिला है अपनी छत पर तिरंगा फहराने का। इसको एक जिम्मेदारी समझिए, एक रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी समझिए, और अगर हम इस रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी के साथ इसको आगे ले जाएंगे, then I don't think there is any area where Indians have not reached. I think the first speaker who was telling about the entire glorious 75 years. So what we have done, I mean, anyone who is in Mumbai, we have brought all those 75 years alive in our school. Right from 1947 till 2022, whatever has happened is displayed in our school. So if you are in Mumbai, please come and visit us and you will see how beautiful our country is, how beautifully we are in our own diversity. Again, I'll end with saying, हमारी पहचान बस इतनी है कि हम हिंदुस्तानी हैं and हमें अपने हिंदुस्तानी होने पर फक्र होना चाहिए. Thank you so much and wishing each one of you a very happy Independence Day and giving you this responsibility. टीचर हूं ना, शिक्षक हूं, कुछ ना कुछ तो रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी देनी ही पड़ेगी. चाणक्य ने सही कहा है, शिक्षक कभी साधारण नहीं होता, शिक्षक कभी साधारण नहीं होता. प्रलय और सृजन दोनों उसी की गोद में खेलता है. सो पूजा जी, ये आपसे भी अनुरोध है कि आप हमारे दर्शकों को याद दिलाते रहे, एक रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है, तिरंगा जमीन पर ना आए. धन्यवाद.
बिल्कुल मैम, बिल्कुल. Thank you so much, Seema Negi ma'am, for this wonderful initiative which you have taken, and congratulations once again. I think we all would like to see those pics. You can just post in the group so that everybody is aware about the responsibility and how that we need to feel proud of our nation. Whatever this Har Ghar Tiranga movement, we need to make it successful. That we need to take care that the flag should not be down anywhere, and if somehow it's our responsibility, because It's not, we should have in mind that no nation is perfect. It can only be made perfect by me and you. Thank you so much, Seema ma'am, for this wonderful speech. Thank you so much. A dance has traditionally been an important part of our culture, and how can end our cultural program without a dance? So I would like to welcome Ananya and Anya Sharma from Billabong High International School for the group dance. Anya and Ananya Sharma.
Yes, ma'am, one sec.
Just okay. Are you all set?
Yeah, ma'am, just starting.
Okay. Open your video, beta.
They have started, the volume is muted, I think.
Anya, Ananya, your volume, you unmute yourself, beta, unmute and then start.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Mute has been unmuted.
Okay, okay. Yes. Start. No, it's not coming. It's not coming. Anya, Ananya, it's not coming. The volume is, the audio is not properly sounding. Just start a little bit and then try.
Ma'am, can you hear, ma'am?
No. Connect yourself to audio. Connect yourself to audio. Yes. Perfectly.
Okay.
It's audible now. Yeah. Start with it.
Put the spotlight
भारत हमको जान से प्यारा है, सबसे न्यारा गुलिस्तां हमारा है। भारत हमको जान से प्यारा है, सबसे न्यारा गुलिस्तां हमारा। सदियों से भारत भूमि दुनिया की शान है, भारत माँ की रक्षा में जीवन कुर्बान है। भारत हमको जान से प्यारा है। दुनिया वालों बुरी नजर ना हम पे डालो, चाहे जितना जोर लगा लो, सबसे आगे होंगे सुनो गौर से दुनिया वालों, बुरी नजर ना हम पे डालो, चाहे जितना जोर लगा दो, सबसे आगे होंगे हिंदुस्तानी। हमने कहा है तुम भी करो, हमने कहा है जो भी करो। सुनो गौर से दुनिया वालों, बुरी नजर ना हम पे डालो, चाहे जितना जोर लगा दो, सबसे आगे होंगे हिंदुस्तानी। पानी के मारे हैं हम, जाके सकते नहीं। वक्त है, उम्र है, जोश है और जान है, ना झुके ना मिटे, देश तो अपनी जान है। हमने कहा है जो सबसे आगे होंगे।
Thank you so much for such a wonderful and energetic dance, Anya and Ananya. Thank you once again, beta.
Thank you.
यह दिन है अभियान का, भारत माँ के मान का। स्वतंत्रता दिवस की शाम में हम सब लोग जो एकत्रित हुए हैं, ये हमें दिखाता है कि हम सब एक हैं। Now to continue with our program, I would like to call our one of the great pillar of IDYM, Preeti Shrimal ma'am. Dr. Preeti Shrimal ma'am.
A very good evening and a very, very happy 75th Independence Day to all the members who are here on this virtual platform. 75वीं सालगिरह की बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं हर एक भारतीय को। आज का दिन बहुत ही ऐतिहासिक है दोस्तों, because today, this year in this phase, we are celebrating आजादी का अमृत महोत्सव। एक ऐसा महोत्सव जो हर भारतीय पूरे जोश से, उत्साह से और एक नवीन ऊर्जा के साथ मना रहा है। हर घर तिरंगा लहरा रहा है, वह तिरंगा जो हर भारतीय की आन है, शान है और इस देश का सम्मान है। आज हमें इस अवसर पर, इस मौके पर एक प्रण लेना चाहिए कि हम सदैव अग्रसर रहें और इस देश की उन्नति और तरक्की में सदैव अपना भागीदारी करें, सदैव अपने आप को समर्पित करें। यह देश जिसने हमें बहुत कुछ दिया है, this country which has given so much to us, this country which is called the golden bird, a country which is called as the treasure of tradition, a treasure chest of culture. This is one of the most vibrant and colorful cultures upon the earth. So we need to make it prosperous once again, because as we all know, भारत सिर्फ एक देश नहीं है, एक treasure है। और हमें जो चाहिए, what we need today is vision, we need insight, we need integrity, and we need inspiration. बच्चों, all the students, all the young minds who are here on this platform, all of you are very, very fortunate, क्योंकि आप एक ऐसे ऐतिहासिक साल में हैं जहां हम आजादी का अमृत महोत्सव मना रहे हैं, where we are celebrating the 75 glorious years of India's wonderful independence, an independence which came to us after struggle, which came to us after the sacrifices of innumerable Indians. There were unsung heroes who laid down their lives so that we could breathe today, so that we can smile today, and we can bask in the glory of a free, prosperous, and happy India. सुंदर है जग में सबसे हमारा देश, नाम भी न्यारा है, जहां जाति भाषा से बढ़कर देश प्रेम की धारा है। निश्चल, पावन, प्रेम पूर्ण वो भारत देश हमारा है। Let there be freedom in our mind and body, Let there be faith in every word that we speak, pride in our soul. Let us salute this nation, a nation which is still young, a nation which is on the threshold of unprecedented growth, a nation which is an economic powerhouse with significant progress made from agriculture to space technology, from manufacturing to service industries, from world-class educational institutions to affordable healthcare, consequently lifting a billion lives. India's talent, India's market, India's brains is an opportunity for all of us to build the brand India, a brand which is indomitable, a brand which is the legacy which all the young minds today have to follow. ये ब्रांड इंडिया को आपको आगे लेके जाना है, इस ब्रांड इंडिया को और ज्वलंत करना है. You have to make sure that you are able to live up to all the expectations which our freedom fighters had. You have to live up to all the faith which they had in us. There was a lot of trust, there was a lot of hope which was reposed in us when we gained our freedom. So, pyare bachcho, all the young adults here, it is on your shoulders now. Yes, mentored by every educator who is here, mentored by every patriot who loves, who prays, and who wishes and hopes for the country to rise to greater and greater heights. But as we say, we still have miles to go. बहुत कुछ और achieve करना है. Not everything is lost. We still have to struggle. We still have to break shackles of poverty. We still have to break the shackles of partisan. We still have to break the shackles of the caste system. We still have to break the shackles of injustice, which we see every day. Children, let us use the social media. Let us use the WhatsApp groups on which you are constantly engaged in to talk about the greatness of India, to talk about how beautiful the country is, to mention maybe that one act which you did in order to bring a smile to someone's face. हाँ, आप बहुत messages post करते हैं. You are uploading photographs of maybe some social event. So for a change, let us take one day in the month and post that one picture of that good deed which you have done to bring a smile to someone's face, where you have reached out to the community, जहां आपने किसी के दिल को छुआ है और उस दिन के लिए या मे भी कुछ पल के लिए उसके जिंदगी में थोड़ी सी खुशी बिखराई है. Let us all do that, because as we say, small drops are required to create an ocean of prosperity. All of us can't do great things, but all of us can do that little thing which will bring about the huge change which we all are looking at. All of us have to be change makers. Things are not going to come from outside. It has to be from within us. We are, the social media today makes us talk about how good the other country is, how good things are, maybe not in our country, but in other countries, how wonderful the opportunities are across the oceans and across the globe. But we all have to understand that we need to compare ourselves with what we are. Yes, the grass is always green on the other side, because the pastures appear to be greener on your side when you are grooming it, when you are nurturing it. आपका ग्रास तभी हरा होगा जब आपने उसको नर्चर किया है, जब आपने उसको आपके एफर्ट से, आपके पेट्रियोटिज्म से, आपके हार्ड वर्क से आपने उसको सींचा है, तब the grass will be greener on our side also. So let us stop comparing. Let us stop always complaining. Let us become more constructive. Let us all become the creators. Let us all become the directors. Let us all become, instrumental in scripting a new golden history of India. Each one of you can do it. As we see, there is so much talent. There is no dearth of talent in the country. And I think through platforms like the IDYM, everybody is given an opportunity to showcase their talent. Let us empower ourselves. Let every child, let every Indian take it upon themselves to maybe take up any kind of a mission, Beti Padhao, or it could be spreading awareness about some social evil, or it could also be something like cleanliness, Swachhata. We know that is the root cause of many of the problems which we are facing today. Aap ek mission lijiye, and I think school leaders, all of us, need to imbibe that, instill that feeling of a community love, of reaching out to the community, of giving out to the society. And all of us, if we are able to even bring up change, one heart, if we are able to bring about, create, or maybe groom, nurture a group of students who are out there to give the best to society, who are out there, who are always and always willing to lend a helping hand, we will see a wonderful, wonderful change. And that is the India that all of us are actually waiting for. So, bachcho, on this particular day, let us all take a pledge that we will do our best to ensure that we are going to make India, we are going to develop India, and we are going to make it a land not of job seekers, but a land of job creators. आप सभी को बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं on the 75th Independence Day of India, and let us all take pride in being an Indian. Let us all be happy with where we are, and let us all take that extra step to make a difference in other people's life. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat, and let us all together say, proud to be an Indian.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Preeti ma'am, for this profound speech. And you have rightly said that one little step or one step ahead by one of each of us can bring about a change. We need to become a job creator, not a job seeker. And I think this is true. And if the children who are a part of this event should keep this in mind, that we need to make more job creators. They need to come out with the skills, more like the platform IDYM. And we can see how much talent the showcase, the students are showing. गूंज रहा है भारत का नगाड़ा, गूंज रहा है भारत का नगाड़ा, चमक रहा है आसमान में देश का सितारा, आजादी के दिन आओ मिलकर करे दुआ कि बुलंदी पर लहराता रहे तिरंगा हमारा. Having said this, I would like to call Kamya Johari to talk about what independence means to us.
Am I audible?
Yes, Kamya, you're audible.
Yeah. यूनानो मिस्रो रोमा, सब मिट गए जहां से, अब तक मगर है बाकी नामो निशा हमारा. कुछ बात है कि हस्ती मिटती नहीं हमारी, सदियों रहा है दुश्मन दौरे जहां हमारा. First of all, I would like to thank IDYM for giving me this opportunity. Good evening, the galaxy of eminent speakers and panelists. I'm Kamya Johari of grade 7 from Billabongga International School, Vadodara. Today, I'll be sharing my views on AZADI Ka AMRIT MAHOTSAV, that is India celebrating 75 years of independence. 75 years ago, the British left India and we became free. Or did we? Would you say we are still very colonized in our minds? Would you say our decision making is 100% free of biases? Even would you say our choices are still very British or Western? When the British colonized India, they were desperate to legitimate their rule. So they came up with the theory of the white man's burden. They built smokes and mirrors around civilizing India, painted themselves as a superior race. The British were superior, we Indians inferior. Thomas Babington or Lord Macaulay, as you would know, brought English education to India. His purpose was to hammer in the inferiority complex. They introduced an education system that hailed the British as superior in science, arts, and even in morals. He declared a single shelf of good European library was worth the whole native literature of India and Arabia. Quick fact check. The Mahabharata is lengthier than Homer's Iliad and Odyssey combined. The Mahabharata has 200,000 lines. Iliad and Odyssey have 30,000 lines each. Ramayana too is 3 times as large as Iliad. That says it all. Anyhow, Macaulay did succeed in selling his idea to us. We are speaking in their language after all. I mean, look around you. Many educated Indians today are very English in their taste. Some have become indifferent to their own culture. Do you remember when Coldplay performed in India? That concert was sold out. When Justin Bieber performed in India, newspapers said the madness was unprecedented. But year after year, Indian classical singers performed to empty halls. You know what else is aspirational? The Louvre in Paris. One photo of it on our Instagram and we have arrived.
Do we still blame Macaulay for this, or our failure to invest in our culture? If only we could cure this 75 years old colonial hangover, if only we could look through what Macaulay wanted us to learn, if only we could reconnect with our heritage, we would realize that it is us Indians who have always been far ahead in our times. Ancient India was aspirational. Ancient India was advanced. Meet Bodhian. He lived in 800 BC. He calculated what the world today knows as the Pythagoras theorem. Pythagoras lived in 570 BC in Greece. Most likely, he picked the theorem from the Hindu sages he studied under. Have you heard of the Fibonacci number sequence? The world credits Italian mathematician Fibonacci for the sequence. But an Indian sage named Hemchandra wrote it long before Fibonacci. Eurocentric books will not tell you this. Macaulay would never want you to learn this. An Indian invented zero. An Indian taught the whole world how to calculate the value of pi. It was Aryabhat who first proposed that Earth is round and it rotates on its own axis and revolves around the sun. Today, we learned about Copenhagen. We wear t-shirts and sweatshirts of NASA. But 1,000 years before Copernicus, Aryabhat determined the diameter of the Earth and the diameter of the Moon. The culture of science in India dates back 5,000 years. Did you know the modern English brick bonding was inspired by Indus cities? Today, we look westward at the very mention of plastic surgery, but it was India that taught plastic surgery to the world. Meet Sushrut. He was an Indian physician and lived around 800 BC in the kingdom of Kashi. So, Sushrut Samhita was the earliest known document to give a detailed account of rhinoplasty. Today, we have lost out on this rich legacy because of our indifference to Indian heritage, and the West has time and again played it to its advantage. In the early 1990s, two American researchers said they discovered the healing properties of turmeric or Haldi. These researchers were given a patent in 1995. Now, here's what is funny. Indian households have been using turmeric paste on wound for ages, but somehow we never filed a patent. History will always be Eurocentric. There will always be sharks stealing your ideas and your innovations. But if we do not reconnect with our rich heritage, we will be fooled by Macaulay and company. We will continue to believe that Indians are inferior. Despite all of these advancements, India never invaded a country. We did not even have crusades. Our ancestors not just taught the world science, maths, and astronomy, we also exemplified tolerance. This is the birthplace of four religions: Hinduism, Buddhism, Jainism, and Sikhism. It is hard to find a heritage this rich. 75 years ago, we got the chance to reclaim this very heritage. But have we done justice to it? Look at the number of patents India filed in 2020 and compare it to the rest of the world. This is just one parameter, but it explains us the entire story. Freedom is supposed to nourish critical thinking. Freedom is about being proud of your culture, your color, your customs. So let us stop looking westwards. Let us look inwards. We have been free for 75 years. It's time we reclaim our lost glory. It's time we reconnect with our heritage and get back to being what we have always been. Far, far ahead of the times. Jai Hind. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Kamya, for this energetic speech. And I think we all are super excited to the next event. Kamya? Yeah, with this, I think we'll move ahead with the next participant. And for this, I would like to call our very creative Dr. Madhvi Borse. Madhvi Borse, ma'am, the stage is all yours.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Here, Dr. Shankar, could you please mute yourself?
Yes. Dr. Shankar, please mute yourself. Okay. Dr. Shankar, please mute yourself. Yes. Done, ma'am.
Okay. Happy Independence Day, everyone. And as my shining stars and all the dignitaries have really presented in a very nice manner everything, so I think that I don't need to elaborate anything more, but I have a rap to present. So I'm presenting a rap from my side here. Ma'am, is it audible?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Perfectly, ma'am.
August 1947, India became completely independent, and then 3 years after India's independence, on paper was written the country's assets. It showed us the way and gave us vision. It's a book we call the Constitution. On 26 January 1950, Constitution was adopted legally. The book is also called the Bag of Borrowing. Longest in the world, it contains the following. It is duty and right and the popular wish. It was handwritten and guides the nation. A socialist and secular republic. Constitution is made to protect the public. It has 22 parts and 12 schedules. It makes the systems like special molecules. Constitution promotes the parliamentary system. It helps build a nation past colonialism. It promises justice and equality, giving people liberty and fraternity. This Independence Day we celebrate with cheers for India, 28 states. With cheers for India, 28 states. With cheers for India, 28 states. Thank you so much. So that's a quite short performance from my side.
Thank you. Wow, what a performance, Madhvi. This is another phase of yours which we have seen today. You all been a speaker, and I think this is what we have came to know, that you rap so well. What a performance! What a performance!
Thanks,
a big
Vijaya
round of
ma'am,
applause
and-
for Madhvi Borse. Thank you, Madhvi ji, for being with us and telling us how independence is not just a poem or a sing or a song. It can be in the rap form also. Thank you. Thank you so much, ma'am. For
Thanks,
this
Veelan ma'am. Thanks, Veelan. It's all because of
energetic
your
performance.
encouragement. See, when Preeti ma'am and Rajput sir also came on the video and Irena ma'am was enjoying it, was giving me more, encouragement.
Yeah, I think your beat open up the videos of so many people.
This is how the love, and even I could say Dr. Evans sir, he was also like,
Everyone, I think
that-
everyone was
that's
in your doing like this or that, something or that.
Thank you. It's like my rapper is rising because of all you dignitaries. Thanks a lot.
Thank you once again, Madhvi. Moving ahead with our next program, now I would like to call Dr. Rajput sir. Yes, sir. So the stage is all yours. We all love to hear you always.
Thank you so much.
Happy Independence Day.
Happy Independence Day to everybody, and I can say the happy Amrit Kal, which has started from today onwards. So many great wishes to everybody who are here, who are listening, and who are not listening as well, because 130 millions of the people, they are a part of the beautiful celebration which the entire India, not only the India, the people, the citizens of India, they are celebrating across the world, and they are feeling so happy about it that yes, we are a part and parcel of it. There was a slogan was there, which was a Jai Jawan and Jai Kisan. Then Atal Bihari Vajpayee sir had added one more thing, which is Jai Vigyan. And then only the science has started flourishing, and now today the new slogan has been added by our respected Honorable Prime Minister, Jai Anusandhan, because innovation is another part. So Jai Jawan, Jai Kisan, Jai Vigyan, and Jai Anusandhan, the innovation is the basic requirement of each and every person which is required, because we are in the technology world. So thank you IDYM, and thank you all of you for giving me this a great opportunity to be a part of such a wonderful platform where we are really igniting the people, igniting the student, igniting the children and everybody in the family, so that we must keep continuing the respect for our nation, because already we are respecting it. It should be respected. I took the word from Madam Seema Negi, right? I like to highlight it here. It is very important because there are some negative forces are also ready, and they will be showing the videos where somebody is throwing the national flag here and there. I would request you on this platform, please don't circulate that videos. right? Please immediately discard that. Whosoever is sending, put a small request to them, please don't send such videos, right? And of course, we are sure that we will not be allowing even a single national flag should be going down here and there. We'll be respecting it. This is my another sincere request to everybody, and I'm sure you guys are going to ensure it as well. So now I took some of the learning from our respected Prime Minister, who has a great vision, right? What we should be doing as a proud Indian, because we feel proud. We are in such a wonderful country. Believe you me, let me tell you very honestly, there are so many things which are happening because I keep on traveling to abroad. I keep on going from the developed nation to the undeveloped nation, both. Because the way it has been seen and treated, India is one of the best. Let me tell you about the immigration part. We have such a wonderful way of immigrating from India and accepting the immigration. There are people are sitting on the counter, but when you go to Paris, there are only 2 counters are there, and 400 the passengers, they stand for 1.5 hours, 2 hours for that. I'm just talking about a small thing which we have seen. So many bad things are happening, but India is the best in that way. Now, what we as a citizen, we are supposed to do, and we are supposed to ensure it, that we have to first respect our soldiers. This is one very important thing, and that's the reason that even Engineer Ravi Shankar says always that the soldiers are there, which are there in the 50 degree centigrade plus and 50 degree minus, but they are always there happily, and they are taking care for ourselves. And that's why we are Simra CIGL, ma'am.
It's a request, please mute yourself.
So I was talking about the soldiers, because these soldiers, they are not coming to the home like we are sitting in our home, but they are taking care for ourselves. And that is the reason what we talk about the freedom part, what we talk about the independence part, the salutations to them, the first big salutation to them. Second salutation, I like to add it here, that to every respect to each and every ladies in the house or outside the society. Right? This is one thing which we should learn. We should adopt it. We should ensure it, because this is the second thing. Then only we will be talking about the real Amrit Kal. Amrit Kal will be respect for the females. Third important thing is respect for the teachers. Again, I say that either you are a parent, or either you are a student, or either you are a relative of the student. Please start respecting the teacher. Because once you start respecting the teacher, your son, your daughter, or your nearby will be able to learn. They will only learn. They will not learn the hatred. They will learn the progress. This is the third important thing which I like to add it here on this platform. Other point I like to add, let us condemn corruption. Right? I know that I cannot make the change, but it is the change start from ourselves. And if this change is going to start of the change of corruption, I think we can make our India a corruption-free India. And the another point I like to add it, wherever the poverty is coming, if whatever we are able to contribute there, right, please contribute in terms of giving some food to the people, and at the same time, something to the people who can be associated to the home or somewhere, so that they can earn money, they can do the work. I'm not saying give money free, but ensure that some money has to be added, and while giving some work to them, which is very, very important. Then only we'll be able to take care for the poverty part. Other point is discrimination in the human. Today, we are very proud that we are having the president from Draupadi Murmu ma'am, right? So there's no discrimination, is there? The president from that tribal area. So there's a caste, creed, and nothing going to help, right? And only thing is, as a human, we have to respect. As a person, we have to respect. Another thing we like to add it here, please work on the cleanliness, right? Prime Minister has talked about so many things about it. I know that cleanliness is very, very important. It's everybody knows about it, but we start instigating about the cleanliness. I think it is going to help a lot. Then education. Please ensure every child should be given education, right? Because education is the basic requirement of the child. And we are coming on this platform. We have the efficiency and sufficiency that at least we can educate one child. We can help one child. And if you are able to help one child with whatever the small amount is there, right, by being with the particular child, I think we'll be able to develop the nation, which is very, very important part for this. We should save the electricity also, because we don't know how much the work is going on. We should work on the solar system, which is important, because every electricity unit saved is in the saving for the country, saving for the nation. We should also be ensuring that in the canteens, in the places, we should not be wasting the food. We should be ensuring that the people should take the way it has to be eaten by the person. Either we are in the hotel, either we are in the canteen, or wherever we are. We should not be wasting, because you don't know how many children. Dr. Jamie, please mute yourself. Dr. Jamie, please mute yourself. Dr. Jamie, is my request. Yeah, thank you so much. So I was talking about that, how many children, they don't get the food in the night and they sleep, but how much food is getting wasted. So if you start inculcating this habit and start talking about this part, I think we'll be able to serve the society, which is very, very important. Save the water, right? We talk, water is precious. Today, the water, when we started, it was used to come at 6 rupees a bottle. Today, the water is 20 rupees a bottle. And many places, the water is not clean. So if we start saving the water, I think we'll be able to have a lot of the saving in terms of this energy and also the good, clean water. And start supporting the India make product. Today, I was very happy when I was listening to the respected Prime Minister. He said that after 75 years, the first missile will be there, which will be there on the Lal Killa. It was an Indian made missile. In Hindustan की बनी हुई तोप से उन्होंने सलामी ली. कितनी बड़ी बात है. Such a great thing is happening. So we should be adopting the make in India, and we should be discarding the thing which is coming from outside. Last but not the least, we should encourage innovation. We should encourage innovation. A lot of startups are coming up. Unicorns are coming up. So as an educator or as a responsible person for the society, we should be ensuring it, because if we'll be encouraging the startup, encouraging the innovation, it is going to help that Amrit Kal, the 25 years, what we are seeing, somebody will be there, somebody will not be there, right? But at least we will be toward the path of that particular beautiful journey where we are letting the stones, milestones for that, and we are upgrading it on the year by year. So this is my learning. This is my message on this wonderful and beautiful platform. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. Once again, Jai Hind, Jai Bharat, and Bharat Mata ki Jai. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Rajput sir, for this igniting, inspiring, what word I need to use that, and letting us know that we need to follow, the means should be as pure as the end. The small step which you have talked about, saving electricity, cleanliness, giving works to others, these are the steps, and we need to respect the humanity, not a caste, not the race. We need to respect the humanity. And I think the children who are present and who are performing should make this a point, that don't discriminate. Discrimination won't reach you anywhere. You should be humble and have the gratitude. And I really like to that whenever we are having a message, you always have that kind of gratitude. So this word should be in the mind of all the participants, or all the children, all the adults who are here, that we should be grateful to whatever we have. The little things can make wonders. Thank you so much, Rajput sir. It's always very inspiring to hear from you. Thank you once again, sir. Moving ahead with our program now, I would like to call Kavya for the Hindi speech, and let's hear what she wants to say about independence, what independence means to her. Kavya. Yes, Kavya, you can start. Kavya, you're not audible, Kavya. You're not audible. Connect to the audio and then start. Yes, Kavya.
And celebrity with multiple global awards. She's also been awarded by the UN awards and certificate and appreciation from the King.
Just a minute, Kavya. Let me check whose audio is on. Yes, Kavya, start. Not audible, beta. Not audible. Connect to audio, beta. Connect to audio.
I have connected to audio, ma'am. Is
Yeah,
it
now
audible?
it's audible now.
Okay. जिस धरती पे मैंने जन्म लिया, ये सोच के मैं इतराती हूँ, भारत की रहने वाली हूँ, भारत की बात सुनाती हूँ। आओ झुककर सलाम जिनके हिस्से में ये मुकाम आता है, खुश नसीब होता है वो खून जो देश के काम आता है। आप सभी को मेरे स्वतंत्रता दिवस की शुभकामनाएं। मेरा नाम काव्या चेटियार, मैं MSc बड़ौदा की स्टूडेंट हूँ। 15 अगस्त भारत देश के गर्व और सौभाग्य का दिवस है। यह दिन हर भारतीय के हृदय में नवीन स्फूर्ति, नवीन आशा, उत्साह तथा देशभक्ति का संचारण करता है। स्वतंत्रता दिवस हमें इस बात की याद दिलाता है कि हमारे स्वतंत्रता सेनानियों ने कितनी कुर्बानियां देकर ये आजादी प्राप्त की है, जिसकी रक्षा हमें हर कीमत पर करनी है, चाहे इसके लिए अपने प्राणों की आहुति क्यों ना देना पड़े। इस प्रकार हम आजादी का उत्सव को पूर्ण उत्साह, उमंग और जोश के साथ मनाते हैं। 15 अगस्त 1937 को भारत को ब्रिटिश शासन से आजादी मिली। जैसे ही भारत ने आजादी के 75 साल पूरे किए, हम आजादी का अमृत महोत्सव मना रहे हैं। भारत के पहले प्रधानमंत्री पंडित जवाहरलाल नेहरू ने 15 अगस्त 1947 को दिल्ली में लाल किले के लाहौरी गेट के ऊपर भारतीय राष्ट्रीय ध्वज फहराया। तब से यह एक परंपरा बन गया है जिसका पालन प्रधानमंत्री द्वारा किया जाता है, जिसके बाद राष्ट्र को संबोधन होता है। हमें महात्मा गांधी, जवाहरलाल नेहरू, सरदार वल्लभ भाई पटेल, चंद्रशेखर आजाद, सुभाष चंद्र बोस और उन लाखों अन्य स्वतंत्रता सेनानियों को बलिदान को नहीं भूलना चाहिए, जिनके नाम तक हमें ज्ञात नहीं है, लेकिन उन्होंने भारत को स्वतंत्रता बनाने के लिए संघर्ष किया। इस साल हम 75वां अमृत महोत्सव बना रहे हैं, जिसमें सरकार ने एक नया काम किया है, जो कि हर घर तिरंगा। हर घर हम लोग इस दिन तक तिरंगा लगाते आए हैं। भारतीय ध्वज में 3 रंगों की 3 धारियां होती हैं। केसरिया रंग जो कि साहस और बलिदान का प्रतिनिधित्व करता है, सफेद रंग सत्य, शांति और पवित्र का प्रतिनिधित्व करता है, हरा रंग समृद्धि का प्रतिनिधित्व करता है, जबकि अशोक चक्र धर्म का नियम का प्रतिनिधित्व करता है। हमारा देश एक विकासशील देश है जो धीरे धीरे उन्नतियों के राह पर चल रहा है, और इन उन्नतियों के लिए भारत सरकार ने कई सारी योजनाएं शुरू की हैं। इनमें से कुछ योजनाएं मेक इन इंडिया, डिजिटल इंडिया, प्रधानमंत्री आदर्श ग्राम योजना, राष्ट्रीय स्वास्थ्य बीमा योजना, प्रधानमंत्री आवास योजना, आत्मनिर्भर भारत अभियान, ऐसे ही कई योजनाएं शुरू की गई हैं। सिर्फ इतना ही नहीं, बल्कि हमारे देश ने खेल में भी कई ऊंचाइयां प्राप्त की हैं। हाल ही में हमारे भारत ने कॉमनवेल्थ गेम्स में 61 पदकों के साथ चौथे स्थान पर प्राप्त किया है। 61 में से 22 स्वर्ण, 16 रजत और 23 कांस्य पदक है। वास्तव में यह 2010, 2002, 2014 और 2018 के बाद भारत की 5वीं सर्वोच्च पदक तालिका है। यह भी तीसरी बार है जब भारत कॉमनवेल्थ गेम्स मेडल टैली में चौथे स्थान पर रहा। सिर्फ इतना ही नहीं, हमारे देश के और भी बहुत सारे क्षेत्रों में सफलता प्राप्त करनी है, जो कि हमें यकीन है हमारा देश आने वाले दिनों में सफलतापूर्वक प्राप्त करेगा। जाते जाते मैं इतना ही कहना चाहूंगी कि भूल न जाना भारत माँ के सपूतों का बलिदान, भूल न जाना भारत माँ के सपूतों का बलिदान। इस दिन के लिए जो हुए थे हंसकर कुर्बान, इस दिन के लिए जो हुए थे हंसकर कुर्बान, आजादी की खुशियां मनाकर लो शपथ यह कि बनाएंगे देश भारत को और भी महान। जय हिंद, जय भारत। थैंक
यू सो मच काव्या, बिल्कुल सही बोला। मेरे मुल्क की अपनी पहचान है, मेरे मुल्क की अपनी अलग ही पहचान है। यहाँ कोई हिंदू ना तो कोई मुसलमान है। इसकी तारीफ करूं क्या मैं, इसकी तारीफ क्या करूं मैं, क्योंकि ये हमारा हिंदुस्तान है। थैंक यू काव्या, आपकी थैंक यू फॉर दिस एनरिचिंग स्पीच and telling us that how our flag represents things, purity, peace, and brotherhood. Thank you once again, Kavya. Moving ahead with our next program, now I would like to call our little pie, Mannat, for her performance. Mannat, over to you.
Thank you, ma'am. I'm not gonna perform, I'm gonna give a speech.
Okay.
वतन पर जो फिदा होगा, अमर वो हर नौजवान होगा, रहेगी जब तक दुनिया ये, अफसाना उसका बयां हो. With great respect and profound regards to honorable dignitaries, eminent speakers present here from across the globe, live on IDYM India TV to celebrate 75 India Independence celebration and to commemorate AZADI ka AMRIT MAHOTSAV. Myself, Youth Ambassador Manat Pankalar Neja. I am 9 years old. I am student of DNF Public School, Ghaziabad and Delphite of Class 5. Would like to extend my sincere gratitude to Ravi sir for having me here on this gracious occasion. Let me start off with a beautiful quote by Albert Einstein. A nation's culture resides in the hearts and the souls of its people. We all know 75 years ago, on 14th August 1947, our first Prime Minister, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru ji said, "At stroke of the midnight hour, when world sleeps, India will awake to life and freedom." Since then, every year we celebrate this day to pay homage to those brave men and women who laid down their lives to free their motherland. Father of our nation once said, "Be the change you want to see in the world." It was Bapuji's dream to provide their next generations with a new India that was free from the shackles of the British. August 15, 1947 is etched deep into history and people's collective memory. Over the last 75 years, India has channeled her civilizational strengths and cultural diversity into a brand new shared future and opportunities for achievement, progress, and prosperity for its billion-plus citizens, making our country an inspiration for the rest of the world. As future of our nation, I feel we can bring drastic changes in our nation, as it is rightly said that the future depends on the young generation. But, my concern is, are we working towards actual freedom for the people and making them self-dependent? As after 25 years, in 2047, it will be 100 years since we got independence. The coming 25 years are the Amrit Kaal. So we must have common goal to build an India that is all modern, unique, and powerful. As a student, I feel one of the major traditions that we should be striving is to put amendments in is the educational sector in order to enhance the learning capabilities of pupils and researchers. With a spirit of unity, let's get involved in rebuilding the new India of our dreams, a fully developed nation from a developing nation, where every youth has employment, where no one is dying of poverty and starvation, where there's no corruption, where there's no hatred in the name of caste and religion, where every girl feels safe and secure. Today, India is not dependent on any other country in any field. The Indian economy, the most developed economy in the world, with fully developed cities, even medical facilities are easily accessible to the general public. Lastly, my vision for 2047 is that every child of India will be educated. For this, we all should start making efforts. With unity, then India will definitely become self-reliant. And by 2047, the title of Vishwaguru will definitely be in its name. We should use 21st century national education policy. 5 C's: critical thinking, creativity, collaboration, curiosity, and communication. As alone, we can accomplish many great things, but together we can change the world. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
Thank you so much, Mannat, for this inspiring speech, the way you have spoken, and I think the takeaways is like the 5 C's. You have talked about the NEP at such a tender age. You know about this. This is very commendable. Excellent, beta. Excellent. Thank you once again for coming on this platform. India stands in a safer place because of our soldiers. तो अब मेरी तरफ से कुछ है, एक खत है अपने सिपाहियों के नाम. एक सिपाही का आखिरी खत. सरहद पे गोली खा के, सरहद पे गोली खा के जब टूट जाए मेरी सांस, जब टूट जाए मेरी सांस, मुझे भेज देना यारो मेरी बूढ़ी माँ के पास, मुझे भेज देना यारो मेरी बूढ़ी माँ के पास. बड़ा शौक था उसे, बड़ा शौक था उसे मैं घोड़ी चढ़ूं, धमाधम ढोल बजे तो ऐसा ही करना, मुझे घोड़ी पर ले जाना, ढोल के बजाना, पूरे गांव में घुमाना और माँ से कहना बेटा दूल्हा बनकर आया है, बहू नहीं ला पाया तो क्या बारात तो लाया है, बहू नहीं ला पाया तो बारात तो लाया है. मेरे बाबूजी पुराने फौजी बड़े मनमौजी, मेरे बाबूजी पुराने फौजी बड़े मनमौजी. कहते थे बच्चे तिरंगा लहरा के आना या तिरंगे में लिपट के आना, कहते थे तिरंगा लहरा के आना या तिरंगे में लिपट के आना. कह देना उनसे उनकी बात रख ली, कह देना उनसे उनकी बात रख ली, दुश्मन को पीठ नहीं दिखाई, आखिरी गोली भी सीने पे खाई, आखिरी गोली भी सीने पे खाई. मेरा छोटा भाई उससे कहना, मेरा छोटा भाई उससे कहना, क्या मेरा वादा निभाएगा, क्या मेरा वादा निभाएगा. मैं सरहदों से बोलकर आया था कि एक बेटा जाएगा तो दूसरा आएगा, कि एक बेटा जाएगा तो दूसरा आएगा. मेरी छोटी बहना उससे भी कहना, मेरी छोटी बहना उससे भी कहना, मुझे याद था उसका तोहफा, मुझे याद था उसका तोहफा, लेकिन अजीब इत्तेफाक हो गया, लेकिन अजीब इत्तेफाक हो गया. भाई राखी से पहले ही राख हो गया, भाई राखी से पहले ही राख हो गया. बस एक गुजारिश है, बस एक गुजारिश है, वही रखता हूँ, बस एक गुजारिश है वही रखता हूँ. वो कुएं के पास सामने वाला घर, वो कुएं के पास सामने वाला घर, जो घड़ी के लिए वहां जरूर बैठना, 2 घड़ी के लिए वहां जरूर बैठना. वही तो रहती है वो, वही तो रहती है वो, जिसके साथ जीने मरने का वादा किया था, जिसके साथ जीने मरने का वादा किया था. उससे कहना भारत माता का साथ निभाने, भारत माता का साथ निभाने मैं उसका साथ छोड़ गया, मैं उसका साथ छोड़ गया. एक वादे के लिए दूसरा वादा टूट गया, एक वादे के लिए दूसरा वादा टूट गया. बस एक आखिरी गुजारिश, बस एक आखिरी गुजारिश, आखिरी ख्वाहिश, मेरी मौत का मातम ना करना, मेरी मौत का मातम ना करना. मैंने खुद ये शहादत चाही है, मैंने खुद ये शहादत चाही है. मैं जीता हूँ मरने के लिए, मैं जीता हूँ मरने के लिए, मेरा नाम सिपाही है, मेरा नाम सिपाही. धन्यवाद. जय हिंद, जय भारत. Moving ahead with our next speaker for today's, I would like to call Fatma Sogra ma'am. Fatma ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Good evening, everyone. Happy Independence Day to all of you. आज सभी ने स्वतंत्रता दिवस के ऊपर बात की. मैं भी अपनी 2 बातें रखना चाहूंगी. जिसका पूरा इतिहास ही रक्त तप्त में है, उनकी तो बात ही अलग है. हम ऐसे भारतीय हैं जिनके बारे में मतलब कुछ भी कहना बहुत ही शान की बात होगी. और ये हम सभी के लिए बहुत ही शान की बात है कि हम उस हिंदुस्तान से बिलोंग करते हैं जहाँ पर जिसकी उस देश ने एक अलग ही पहचान बनाई है सारे मुल्कों में. और आज जैसे डॉक्टर पीके राजपूत सर ने, डॉक्टर सीमा नेगी मैम ने कहा, रियली हमें कुछ डिफरेंट सोचना चाहिए. हमें रोटी, कपड़ा, मकान, इन सारे चीजों के अलावा भी कुछ ऐसी चीजें हैं जैसे रिसर्च हो गई, एजुकेशन हो गई, इनसे रिलेटेड भी हमें बात करना चाहिए. एंड एक्चुअली आई एम नॉट हैविंग गुड हेल्थ, सो आई डोंट वांट टू स्पीक टू मच, एंड आई एम वेरी थैंकफुल टू IDYM for such a wonderful opportunity. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Fatma ma'am, for your inspiring word. Moving ahead with our next speaker, I would like to call upon Suraya Banu ma'am for her speech.
Thank you, madam. This is Dr. Professor Suraya Banu from Vilayanagar, Chhattisgarh. टूटे थे जो सितारे फारस के आसमां से, फिर ताप दे के जिसने चमकाए कहकशा से, बदहत की लय सुनी थी दुनिया ने जिस मगा से, मेरे अरब को आई ठंडी हवा जहां से, मेरा वतन वही है, मेरा वतन वही है. वेरी गुड इवनिंग टू वन एंड ऑल. 75वें आज़ादी के अमृत महोत्सव और 76 आज़ादी दिवस की आप सभी को तहे दिल से मुबारकबाद. आज़ादी दिलाना कुछ साल का नहीं बल्कि बहुत दशकों का काम था, और इस आज़ादी के लिए जिन वीरों ने अपने प्राणों की आहुति दी, सलाम करती हूँ, उन्हें नमन करती हूँ और उनकी शहादत पर कुछ पंक्तियां कहना चाहूंगी राम प्रसाद बिस्मिल जी की आज़ादी पर. इलाही खैर वो हरदम नई बेदात करते हैं, हमें तोहमत लगाते हैं जो हम फरियाद करते हैं, कभी आज़ाद करते हैं कभी बेदात करते हैं, मगर इस पर भी हम सौजी से उनको याद करते हैं. असीरान एक हफस से काश ये सयाद कह देता, रहो आज़ाद होकर हम तुम्हें आज़ाद करते हैं. रहा करता है अहले गम को क्या क्या इंतजार इसका, कि देखे वो दिले नासाद को कब साथ करते हैं. या कह कर बसर की उम्र हमने कह दे उल्फत में, वो आप आज़ाद करते हैं, वो आप आज़ाद करते हैं. सितम ऐसा नहीं देखा, ज़बा ऐसी नहीं देखी, वो चुप रहने को कहते हैं जो हम फरियाद करते हैं. या बात अच्छी नहीं होती, या बात अच्छी नहीं करते, हमें बेकस समझकर आप क्यों बर्बाद करते हैं. कोई बिस्मिल बनाता है तो मक्तल में हमें बिस्मिल, तो हम डर कर बड़ी आवाज से फरियाद करते हैं. एक बार फिर आप सभी को जिसने आज़ादी की दिली मुबारकबाद पेश करते हैं. शुक्रिया. थैंक यू.
Thank you, Suraya ma'am. Thank you so much for your enriching words. Thank you so much. Moving ahead with our next cultural program, I would like to call Shreya Raval for the song.
Yes, ma'am. Am I audible?
Yes, Shreya, you are audible.
Yes, ma'am. Jai Hind, my name is Shreya from grade 7, Billabong High International School, Vadodara. And today I am going to sing the most beautiful song sung by Lata Mangeshkar, "ए मेरे वतन के लोगों." ए मेरे वतन के लोगों, जरा आँख में भर लो पानी, जो शहीद हुए हैं उनकी जरा याद करो कुर्बानी. ए मेरे वतन के लोगों, जरा आँख में भर लो पानी, जो शहीद हुए हैं उनकी जरा याद करो कुर्बानी. जब घायल
Shreya, you are not audible. Shreya, beta.
not
Not yeah, start, beta, start.
Yeah.
Continue.
जब घायल
Again, you, I think you stop in between.
Hello.
Yeah, start, beta.
Yes. जब घायल हूँ.
Again. I don't know what is happening when you are starting and then again there is a break. You are sitting in front of laptop now?
Yes, ma'am.
Speak something.
Hello.
Yes, now continue. Be here only, okay? Be near to the mic.
Yeah. जब घायल हूँ. No?
Continue with the next line, na? Continue with the next line.
जब तक थी सांस लड़े वो, फिर अपनी लाश बिछा दी, संगीन पे धर कर माथा सो गए अमर बलिदानी, जो शहीद हुए हैं उनकी जरा याद करो कुर्बानी। ए मेरे वतन के लोगों, जरा आँख में भर लो पानी, जो शहीद हुए खुश रहना देश के प्यारों, खुश रहना अब हम तो सफते हैं, अब हम तो सफर करते हैं। क्या लोग थे वो दीवाने, क्या लोग थे वो अभिमानी, जो शहीद हुए हैं उनकी जरा याद करो कुर्बानी। तुम भूल न जाओ इनको, इसलिए कही ये कहानी, जो शहीद हुए हैं उनकी जरा याद करो कुर्बानी। जय हिंद, जय हिंद की सेना, जय हिंद, जय हिंद की सेना, जय हिंद, जय हिंद, जय हिंद। Thank you.
Thank you so much, Shreya. What a performance! What a mesmerizing performance! And the song which you have sung, beta, it is dear to everyone's heart. And really, your voice reminds me of Lata Mangeshkar.
Thank
you
you,
know,
ma'am.
when this song was being played in front of our first Prime Minister of India, Jawaharlal Nehru, he started crying. Just think that how much intense this song is, and it talks about कितना हमारे सोल्जर्स ने हमारे लिए जो आज भी सरहद पे बैठे हैं, आज हम इस प्रोग्राम को कर रहे हैं, आज भी वो बर्फ की चोटियों पे बैठे हमारे देश की सुरक्षा कर रहे हैं। तो हमें नमन है उन सोल्जर्स को, नमन है उनके परिवारों को जो हमारे लिए, हमारे देश की सुरक्षा के लिए पूरी समय 24/7 रहते हैं। थैंक यू श्रेया, थैंक यू सो मच।
Thank you.
Moving ahead with our next speaker, I would like to call back Dr. Prateek sir.
Yes, I'm there.
Yes, sir. The stage is all yours.
Okay. So, good afternoon, good evening, good morning, one and all present here. First of all, I would like to wish Happy Independence Day to one and all present here. Today, I would like to talk on milestones set by India during this 75 years journey. So ours is an extremely hard-earned independence. Our freedom struggle is an epitome of our endless suffering, unfathomable endurance, greed, and determination, and the urge to excel in an atmosphere which is free from all bondages and where there is nothing to fear but complete freedom to aspire and achieve. As we celebrate AZADI Ka AMRIT MAHOTSAV, marking 75 years of independence, we need to pause and reflect upon the colossal amount of sacrifices our forefathers made in freeing Mother India from the clutches of Britishers. They made supreme sacrifices without expecting anything from the nation. Their struggle for our freedom was selfless. They were bubbling with the spirit of patriotism. Mahatma Gandhi, Chandrasekhar Azad, Veer Savarkar, Lala Lajpat Rai, Lokmanya Bal Gangadhar Tilak, Bipin Chandra Pal, Rao Tularam, Jawaharlal Nehru, Kumaram Bhim. There are many others sacrificed every comfort of
Recording
life
in progress.
for the sake of our nation's freedom. So the period of 42 years from 1905 to 1947 was the most significant phase of our freedom struggle movement. Mahatma Gandhi's tool of satyagraha became a rallying point in our freedom struggle movement. The return of Gandhi from South Africa in 1916 infused new vigor in our fight for freedom. The Champaran Satyagraha of 1917 is widely considered as a milestone in Indian freedom struggle. Equally important was the Salt March. The Quit India movement resolution passed on August 8, 1942 at the Bombay session of All India Congress Committee, AICC, proved the last nail in the coffin of the British rule. To be precise, the period of 1905 to 1947 was a great churning marked by a strong but spontaneous mass urge to make India vibrant, self-reliant, caring, inclusive, and assertive, to lead the world towards peaceful coexistence, prosperity, and sustainability. So the journey of India as a nation since 1947 to till date has been one of perseverance and performance. The period of 1947 to 65 was really tumultuous for us. Close on the heels of achieving independence, we had to fight a war with Pakistan. And again in 1965, the Chinese attack on our sovereignty in 1962 was bravely faced by our soldiers. So notwithstanding such reverses, we were... Hello? Hello, am I audible? Hello?
Yes, sir, you are audible, but your video is off, sir.
I don't, okay. Actually, my video is on. I don't know what's happening. So notwithstanding such reverses, we were focused on building resilience in our national ecosystem. A number of academic institutions, public sector undertakings, and other infrastructure were coming up across the country. Our tolling farmers of Punjab, Haryana, Western Uttar Pradesh had launched a great towards our food security through sowing the seeds of green revolution, and the rest is history. So the subsequent decade was no less turbulent, which culminated in the imposition of emergency. So the people of India fought the Second War of Independence. So the period of 1980 to 91 was a kind of mixed bag of pain and happiness. There was a disturbance in Punjab. People were in great agony. The decade ended on the great note on economic reforms spearheaded by then Prime Minister P.V. Narasimha Rao. So since then, India has not looked back. We witnessed multi-sectoral development during the 6-year-long prime ministership of late Bharat Ratna Atal Bihari Vajpayee. There was a monumental progress in rail, air, tele, and road connectivity, from creating a separate Ministry of Disinvestment, introducing fiscal responsibility and budget management, which is FRBM Act, Golden Quadrilateral Project to electricity reforms, and the foundation of New India was laid during this tenure. So today, India's credibility is stronger than ever. There is a visible momentum, energy, and optimism. So Make in India is opening investment doors. Multiple enterprises are adopting it as their mantra of growth. The world's largest democracy is well on its way to becoming the world's most powerful economy. In a short span of time, the obsolete and obstructive frameworks of the past have been dismantled and replaced with a transparent and user-friendly system that is helping drive investment, foster innovation, develop skills, protect intellectual property, and build best-in-class manufacturing infrastructure. So the most striking indicator of progress is the unprecedented opening up of key sectors, including railways, defense, insurance, and medical devices, to dramatically higher levels of foreign direct investment, which is FDI. So India remained a preferred investment destination in 2020-21, with FDI pouring amidst global assets shifting towards equities and prospects of quicker recovery in emerging economies. So now I would like to talk on Mission Atmanirbhar Bharat. Sorry.
Sir, can you keep your video on, sir? Sir, can you keep your video on?
My video is already on. I don't know what is happening.
No, because we are not able to see you, sir. Yes, now it's on. Yes, sir.
My
Now
video is on, but suddenly I don't know what. So India is charting a dynamic course to be self-reliant in the past 7 years. A slew of initiatives have been taken to empower the country holistically. So Make in India, Skill India, Startup India, Stand Up India and Digital India are some of the path-breaking steps which are laying the foundation of a strong Bharat, an inclusive model of development where no one should be left out. So local for vocal has become a part of national ethos now. Then the Pradhan Mantri Kaushal Vikas Yojana, a flagship scheme of the Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship, launched in 2015, is enabling a large number of youths to take up industry-relevant skills training that will help them in securing a better livelihood. It has so far trained over 1.28 crore youths, of which women constitute 46 lakh. Under the placement link program, more than 56% of the total certified youths have been linked to employment and aims to train. And this PMKVY, which is Pradhan Mantri Kaushal Vikas Yojana, aims to train over 40 crore people in different skills by 2020. So as India is growing rapidly, hopes, aspirations, and expectations are also rising. The Stand Up India scheme is uniquely embedded in the vision of Sabka Saath, Sabka Vishwas, and Sabka Vikas, cooperation, confidence, and development of all. So there is a large group of potential entrepreneurs, particularly women and scheduled castes, scheduled tribes, who want to set up an enterprise their own, which allows them to grow and thrive. Aspiring SC, ST, and women entrepreneurs are energetic and enthusiastic, but may face challenges in converting their dream to reality. So recognizing these challenges, Stand Up India scheme was launched in April 5th, 26th, to promote entrepreneurship at the grassroots levels, focusing on economic empowerment and job creation. Similarly, there is a great emphasis on the development of OBCs, minorities, who are being provided with multiple affirmative supports to excel in their lives with ease. So finally, at the last, it is an era of new normal caused by the devastating COVID-19 pandemic. A new strategy, a new approach, and consistency in innovation will ensure that it emerges as a true power. It emerges as a true superpower which cares for all and ignores none. In order to ensure that the 21st century belongs to India, we all must rise above caste, color, and creed considerations and give our best to the nation-building exercise. So nation is always everything. We should ask what the nation has done for us. But before that, we must know what we have done for the nation. So with this, I would like to stop here. And once again, I would like to thank the IDYM and Mr. Ravi Shankar Kumar for giving me opportunity to express my thoughts on such a wonderful day and in front of such a wonderful audience. I can see Sonal Jazz ma'am, Supriya Banu, many my friends are there here. So once again, I would like to congratulate all of you and happy Independence Day. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Prateek sir, for giving this profound speech, talking about the 21st skill, talking about what we have done in those past years. And as we are celebrating AZADI Ka Amrit Mahotsav, we need to also salute these things, although that we need to focus on entrepreneurship education. And our nation has proved that we have inherited the strength coming from our diversity and the common thread of patriotism that make us India unshakable. Thank you once again. Moving ahead with our program, I would like to call upon Shania Singh for the performance. Shania, are you ready? Yes, Shania, you can unmute, beta.
Yes, ma'am, I'm ready.
Yes, we all want to hear to see you.
Yes, ma'am. Hello, everyone. Namaste. My name is Shania Singh. And today, I want to wish you all a very happy 75th year of independence. And on this special day, I want to talk about one of the most important monuments of India, the Red Fort or the Lal Killa. The Red Fort or the Lal Killa is a historical monument of India which is located in Old Delhi. It was built by the Mughal Emperor Shah Jahan in the mid of the 17th century. It was named the Red Fort because of its massive red walls, which were made out of red sandstone. The Red Fort played an important role in the revolt against the British and had witnessed the struggle of the National Army or the Azad Force, which was formed by Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose. Before India got its independence on 15th August 1947 from the British Raj, every year the Prime Minister of India hoists the national flag at the Red Fort and addresses the entire nation. Let us all promise to conserve and take care of such historical monuments for our future generations, so that they can learn from these monuments, so that they can learn from the past. I also want to tell you that we can reduce carbon footprint which is produced by us. Now, my dear friends, do you know why was a country named India? Let me tell you why. Because in India, I stands for independent, N stands for nation, D stands for declared, I stands for in, and A stands for August, which means our nation, India, was declared independence on 15th August 1947. Now, I would like to sing a short song in the memory of our freedom fighters. सारे जहां से अच्छा हिंदुस्तां हमारा, हम बुलबुले हैं इसकी, ये गुलसिता हमारा हमारा, सारे जहां से अच्छा हिंदुस्तां हमारा, हम बुलबुले हैं इसकी, ये गुलसिता हमारा हमारा, सारे जहां से अच्छा। मजहब नहीं सिखाता आपस में बैर रखना, हिंदी है हम, हिंदी है हम, हिंदी है वतन है, हिंदुस्तान हमारा हमारा, सारे जहां से अच्छा हिंदुस्तान हमारा, हम बुलबुले हैं इसकी, ये गुलसिता हमारा हमारा, सारे जहां से अच्छा। I also want to say that we, being the young youth, I want to ignite the spark within the countries. We are the young guns and the shields of our country. I would also like to add that don't bring a Tiranga home if you can't respect it, because after Independence Day is over, 16th August, all the Tirangas are found on the road, lying near your windows. Dustbins everywhere. So don't bring a Tiranga home if you can't respect it, because a Tiranga is our pride. Thank you.
What a performance, fabulous, superb.
Thank you so much.
When it comes from a little, when it comes from children, it makes a difference. And I think it's a beauty, I think some kind of a magic in our soil, Indian soil, that has the power. Despite many challenges we have faced, India did not stop, did not go down, and kept moving forward. And I think this Har Ghar Tiranga movement is an example that where the entire nation coming together to celebrate the spirit of our glorious country. To add on to this, now I would like to invite our international speaker, Professor Uncha ma'am. she wants to say, she wants to congratulate all of us on this platform. Ma'am, Professor Masha, ma'am, the platform is all yours.
Thank you so much, Dr. Pocha, for giving me this opportunity. My name is Uche Emetarom.
So sorry.
I am from, don't worry, it's okay, you did it fine. But I'm from Nigeria, and I am so happy to celebrate this day with you. Rising from independence, and I have learned so much watching these children perform. I'm so thrilled, and I'm particularly thankful to you people, and you should keep it up to bring up these young people, the history of India, what you have passed through, hand over to them. Let them refine what you have gone through, what you have achieved, your progress. Hand over to them as they are following you. I am so happy the way you're doing it. And I learn it to also apply it in my own country, in my own continent, because it's a good thing to do that. We learn, and I've learned so much. Those children are wonderful, very great children. They are priceless. Listen to all of them. And I am also going to say congratulations to the Indian president, who by connection is also my president, since I am on Indian IDYM platform. I want to congratulate the Drupadi Mumu.
Yes,
I hope I pronounced it well.
Yes, ma'am. Draupadi, yes, you pronounce it so well.
Thank you. I am happy that she is a woman in India, of all places, to be the president. She contested, this election took place this July. You had this election take place this July. And she contested with a man called Yashwat Singh.
Yes.
Singh. And she polled a lot of votes. She got 64.03% as opposed to the 35.97% by Shea. And it's so thrilling, and it shows that everybody is behind her and that they believe in her. They believe in her as a female who runs her home well, who brings up her children well, and that she will translate that to her nation, and which she is doing. I saw when she was handing over inaugurating the vice president. So cute, so cute. I'm so proud of her. And I want to say congratulations for her being the 15th president and the first president to be born after the independence. And she is said to be the youngest to occupy this top post. You people should be proud of her and support her and give her, especially the women. Being a woman president, we look forward, and you should look forward to another woman president to come after her. Congratulations, India. Congratulations, IDYM. Congratulations, my children. Thank you so much. Thank you for giving me this opportunity, Dr. Puja. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your motivational word. I think those women fraternity which are present today will make it a point that how much we can do, We are not helpless. We are not a weaker section of now. We are empowered. Thank you once again, and thank you encouraging our kids who have performed here. Somehow they were so busy, but they make this happen. And this program is for them only, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am, for pitching in. Thank you. Moving ahead with our next speaker, I would like to call upon Sonal Jhaji, ma'am. Yes, ma'am, the platform is all yours.
Yeah. Hello, am I audible?
Yes,
am I audible? Okay. Good evening, everyone. I'm Sonal Judge. I'm a preschool educator from the last 24 plus years, an early childhood career educator. So since being an early childhood educator, I have seen that we as old educators, we know that what is lacking in the education system of this era. Much is not being covered in NEP, and we have to work it out. It is not going to be through the government. It is not going to be through the educators who are doing research work. It is we normal educators who have to actually go deep down the ocean and trace those kind of policies which have to be concentrated upon. Like the way igniting dreams of young mind, the way that it sounds, we are actually igniting the dreams of the young minds. What are we actually doing? We are taking the talent out of each and every small learner, the future generation of the learners, of the leader. So after seeing this beautiful platform and the young generation, जो उत्साह उनमें है, जो एक zeal उनमें है, we educators need to give them a platform as much as possible. So I just wrote a small poem for them to show them कि हम भी हिंदुस्तानी हैं, रुक जाना नहीं तू कहीं हार के, कांटों पर मिलेंगे. I don't know what is the song. I think all of you must be knowing. रुक जाना नहीं तू कहीं हार के, कांटों पे चल के मिलेंगे राही तुझे प्यार के. So this is what actually is igniting dreams of young minds. हम रुकेंगे नहीं, झुकेंगे नहीं, पर बढ़ते चलेंगे चाहे कितने भी challenges आए. So this is for all the young learners of today. बड़े चलो, जवान तुम बड़े चलो, रुको नहीं, झुको नहीं, जवान तुम बड़े चलो. भारत माँ की शान बनो तुम बच्चे हिंदुस्तान के, बड़े चलो, रुको नहीं, झुको नहीं, हर बाधा को लांग के, जवान तुम बड़े चलो. ऊंची हमारी सोच है आसमान को छूने की, गहराई समुद्र की नाप लेंगे, नब जमीन को माप लेंगे. दुश्मन का जब आ सामना, डट के मुकाबला हम करेंगे. भारत माँ की शान बनो तुम बच्चे हिंदुस्तान के, प्राचीर पर खड़े रहे ध्वजा हाथ में लिए, ध्यान लेंगे जोर से प्रचंड बनके शोर से. समय जो ऐसा आए कभी निडाल होके गिर पड़े, थमा ही देंगे डोर तब किसी समर्थ हाथ में. ना शान होगी इसकी कम, रहे न कोई भी ये गम, तू कहीं और है मंजिल नहीं अब दूर है. So this is for all the people connected to IDYM. Let us create more opportunities for each and every one over here. The sky is not the limit for us. Thank you so much.
Sonal ma'am, for your inspiring, insightful words. And you have rightly said that the youth, our kids, they need to be inculcated such values that they can work for the development of the nation. And they are doing. And this Har Ghar Tiranga movement is an example that this movement has created a different kind of a feeling, patriotism feeling. From their games and something, they are holding the flag in their hand and coming on the street. And they know, and we can see the Shanana thing have talked about that we should not throw a flag on the street. So this is an example that how we are empowering our children. And it's very, very much important.
We are very soon going to launch another surprising element in IDYM. Let's wait for the sir to announce it.
Yes, we all are waiting, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Moving ahead with our next program, I would like to call Veena ma'am for the song. Veena ma'am, are you there? Yes, Veena ma'am. Unmute and ma'am. We all like to hear.
Sure. Yes, I'll just place my stool. Just a moment, please. Yeah. Yeah, actually, I'm a passionate singer, and happy Independence Day to all of you. Jai Hind to all of you. And कुछ पंक्तियां गाना चाहूंगी क्योंकि थोड़ी पैशनेट सिंगर हूँ, इसीलिए मेरा भी मन किया, इसीलिए मैंने पहले ही इजाजत मांग ली थी कि अगर हो सके तो.
नहीं मैम, ये प्लेटफॉर्म हम सबका है. It's an open session today. We haven't made any list. We are just calling those who wanted to really participate. It's our day and we wanted to celebrate it together.
Sure. Thanks very much for this wonderful opportunity, and really glad to be part of this. Actually, really very close to my heart. This song is, और ये गाना actually पहले किसी ने गाया भी है, but no issues. कुछ पंक्तियां मेरे श्री मुख से सुन लीजिएगा. I hope you all like it.
Yes, ma'am, definitely.
जब घायल हुआ हिमालय, खतरे में पड़ी आजादी, जब तक थी सांस लड़ी वो, जब तक थी सांस लड़ी वो, फिर अपनी जान गवाई, संगीन पे रख कर माथा सो गए अमर बलिदानी, जो शहीद हुए हैं उनकी जरा याद करो कुर्बानी। ए मेरे वतन के लोगों जरा आँख में भर लो पानी, जो शहीद हुए हैं उनकी जरा याद करो कुर्बानी। जय हिंद, जय हिंद, जय हिंद की सेना। धन्यवाद. Thanks for being wonderful audience, everyone.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Veena ma'am, for this melodious voice. And we are really thrilled to hear from you. Now, next time when we will have a cultural program, I will just note down the name and we will call you definitely.
Sure. My pleasure. My pleasure. Anytime. My pleasure. Thanks very much.
As the session is open, it's an open session. And now you can message me or you can let us know who wanted to do any kind of activity, anything. It's open for all. So please come up because it's our day. We are celebrating. Now, moving ahead with our next, I would like to call Ashwani ma'am for her speech. Yes, Ashwani ma'am.
Dr. Salvi is waiting.
Okay, sir, we'll take after Ashwani ma'am and then we'll take. Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much, IDYM, for giving me this wonderful opportunity. Really, I feel very fruitful for attending today's program. Just now, Sonal ma'am told that in young generation, what kind of qualities they have. So we lack somewhere. Means today we can feel that we lack somewhere, but now young generation is completely means inspiring. So on this occasion, I want to share my views. Once again, good evening India, our respected, honorable, all the dignitaries and my dear principals. Today on 15th August 2022, it's celebrating a 75th Independence Day. And we are proudly say that we earned our freedom 75 years back, which was by an act passed by the British Parliament. And we were the first to get our independence through the act, which is a mark of respect at the midnight hour of August 14, 1947. PJ Rhodes, to address the nation, made his speech in New Delhi when the world sleeps. India will wake to life and freedom. Now India is the largest democracy of the world. Last 5 years, a former president and the nation as a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic,
Dr. Vijay sir, please mute yourself. Ashwani ma'am, you are on mute.
Okay, ma'am. I think you muted all, ma'am. Sorry, it's okay. Okay, now I'm audible, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay. So it was just beginning of our greatest challenge, and that was to make us a prosperous feeling. The process of how the person relates himself to the various groups of which he or she becomes a member. So in the educational mind, at the time of literacy and numeracy, the ecolacy, which is very important, means the understanding the dynamics of the world system, like a basic need of life, food and water, a way of thinking that emphasizes the relationship, connectedness, context, understanding the skills, motivation to make a responsible.
Go ahead, please.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much. मेरा मुल्क मेरा देश मेरा ये वतन, शांति के उन्नति के प्यार का चमन। मेरा मुल्क मेरा देश मेरा ये वतन, शांति के उन्नति के प्यार का चमन। जिसके वास्ते निसार है मेरा तन मेरा मन। ए वतन ए वतन ए वतन, जाने मन जाने मन जाने मन। मेरा मुल्क मेरा देश मेरा ये वतन, शांति के उन्नति के प्यार का चमन। थैंक यू सो मच मैम। जय हिंद जय भारत।
Thank you so much, ma'am. And you sung so beautifully, ma'am. Thank you once again.
Thank you, ma'am.
Moving ahead with our next speaker. Somebody have give the name now. I just missed out the name. Can you come up on your own? Yes, Dr. Vijay Kumar. Yes, yes, sir. Yes.
तो आप सबको मेरा नमस्कार। हैप्पी इंडिपेंडेंस डे। आई एम डॉक्टर विजय कुमार साल्वी from Research Innovation Startup University International R&D Creative Innovation USA India and Happiness Club International. We have SDG Club India International. We are working for all the talents, creativity and platform. As in terms of the startup, we are working for the India, whatever the India is want to a good and whatever the new base, जो हमारे भारत को नया बेस चाहिए, उसके लिए हमारे पास कई प्रोफेशनल्स हैं and we are collaborating with all professionals, all we can say the innovative people who are working for the India, just like Mr. Ravi Shankar, IDYM Foundation. So आप सबके लिए मैं ये बहुत सारी चीजें बहुत स्पीकर्स ने कही है और मैं अब ये कहना चाहता हूँ कि लेट्स कम फॉर द प्रैक्टिकल वर्क. What we have to do for the practical. हर आपके आसपास जितने भी लोग हैं, आप जिनसे मिलते हैं, उसके अलावा क्या है, जैसे कि the real situations for the development is only the we can say the challenges is only that हम लोग कुछ छिपाते हैं और बताते कुछ और है. तो ये जो हमारे यहाँ 50% एक प्रॉब्लम है. हर कोई प्रॉब्लम को सॉर्ट आउट की बात कर रहा है, लेकिन द प्रॉब्लम कैन बी सॉर्ट आउट ओनली थ्रू द रियलिस्टिक नेचर. So we have to put our views in a realistic manner what we want to do. So अगर आपके आसपास आप 100 लोगों को निकालें कि जो लोग डेवलपमेंट को चाहते हैं कि yes we want to develop, हमें ये लेक ऑफ ये हमारी प्रॉब्लम्स है और हमें इसके लिए काम करना है. हमारा एक लक्ष्य है कि we have to set up a think lab. जैसा कि नीति आयोग ने कहा है कि हमें think lab की बहुत जरूरत है and we have to develop a think lab. So all over the professionals here, you are the we can say the scientist of that think lab. So we have to work for the India for the think lab, because before 1000 years we were the we can say the topmost in the country in all the world. However, we are also in the topmost country, but it is we can say hidden. हम भी बहुत अभी टॉप मोस्ट में है. जितना पहले लोगों ने हमारे यहाँ से जितना पैसा लूटा है, उतना तो हमारे यहाँ 50 साल में कुछ चंद भ्रष्टाचारियों ने कमा लिया है. इतना पैसा तो हमारे यहाँ कुछ चंद करप्टेड लोगों ने कमा लिया है और क्या से पैसा मिला है. तो बताइए कि एक इंडिया के पॉजिटिव मैन में कितनी ताकत है. तो जो हमारा 1000 साल पहले हमारी जो कहानी थी उसको हम रीगेन कर सकते हैं. और इस 75वें वर्ष के अमृत काल के बाद हम अगले 100 साल में जो जितने भी लोग हैं, अगर वो पॉजिटिव तरीके से काम करेंगे तो हम 100 नहीं 200 साल में जीत लेंगे. तो ये जो हम अगले जो नेक्स्ट हमें 100 इयर्स ऑफ सेलिब्रेशन बनाना है, उसके लिए हमको काम करना है. तो आप हमसे जुड़े, मिस्टर रविशंकर से जुड़े, हम लोग कोलैबोरेशन करके बहुत सारे हमारी प्लानिंग्स है और आप जो भी कुछ करना चाहते हैं हमारे साथ करें. मैं यही कहना चाहूंगा कि 3 रंग का नहीं है ये वस्त्र तिरंगा, तीन रंग का नहीं है वस्त्र, ये ध्वज देश की शान है। हर भारतीयों के दिलों का स्वाभिमान है, यही है गंगा, यही है हिमालय, यही हिंद की जान है। और तीन रंगों में रंगा हुआ ये अपना एक हिंदुस्तान है, अपना एक हिंदुस्तान है। मैं अपने देश का हरदम सम्मान करता हूँ, मैं अपने देश का हरदम सम्मान करता हूँ, यहाँ के मिट्टी का ही गुणगान करता हूँ। मुझे डर नहीं है अपनी मौत से, मुझे डर नहीं है अपनी मौत से, तिरंगा बने कफन मेरा, यही अरमान रखता हूँ, यही अरमान रखता हूँ। हंसते हंसते चढ़ गया वो, हंसते हंसते चढ़ गया वो फांसी पर देश का लाल। शिकन नहीं थी माथे पर, जाबाजी थी उसमें कमाल। शहादत भरी थी शिराओं में, हर कतरा लहू का बोला, मेरा देश मेरी शान, इसकी आन पे सर्वस्व कुर्बान। शत नमन तुझे है ए भारत के वीर सपूत, कयामत तक ना भूलोगे तेरी भक्ति, भारत माँ के प्रति एक ये अटूट। आखिरी की बस कुछ एक लाइन और है, उसके बाद मैं अपनी वाणी को विराम दूंगा। कुछ नया तिरंगे की आन है, कुछ नशा मातृभूमि की शान का है। हम लहराएंगे हर जगह ये तिरंगा, नशा ये हिंदुस्तान की शान है, नशा ये हिंदुस्तान की शान है। हर हर तिरंगा, घर घर तिरंगा। हैप्पी इंडिपेंडेंस डे, हैव अ नाइस डे।
थैंक यू सो मच डॉक्टर विजय। वीरों के बलिदानों की है भूमि है भारत, वो आज आपने अपने व्याख्यान में समझाया है कि हमें ये भूलना नहीं चाहिए है कि जो वीरों के बलिदान की कहानी है, माँ के कुर्बानों लालों की निशानी है, ये सब हमें याद रखना चाहिए, तभी आज हम इस स्वतंत्र भारत में रह पा रहे हैं। थैंक यू सो मच सर फॉर योर इंस्पायरिंग वर्ड। Moving ahead with our next speaker, I would like to call an 8-year boy, Devansh from Mumbai, who wants you to recite a poem by Harivansh Rai Bachchan.
Devansh is present.
Yes, yes, ma'am. You can open your, you can switch on your camera and start. Poonam ma'am, your video is, yeah. Yes, it's visible now. Yes.
Mine. My name is Devansh Upadhyay. My school name is Gregorius High School. I am in 3rd standard. I am telling poem. हम होंगे कोशिश करने वालों की कभी हार नहीं होती, कोशिश करने वालों की कभी हार नहीं होती। नन्ही चींटी जब दाना लेकर चलती है, लहरों से डरकर नौका पार नहीं होती, कोशिश करने वालों की कभी हार नहीं होती। नन्ही चींटी जब दाना लेकर चलती है, चलती दीवारों पर 100 बार फिसलती है। मन का विश्वास रगों में सांवल पड़ता है, गिरकर चढ़ना चढ़ कर गिरना ना करता है। आखिर उसकी मेहनत बेकार नहीं होती, कोशिश करने वालों की कभी हार नहीं होती। असफलता एक चुनौती है, इसे स्वीकार करो। क्या कमी रह गई देखो और सुधार करो। तब तक ना सफल हो, नींद चैन को त्यागो तुम, संघर्ष का मैदान छोड़कर मत भागो तुम। कुछ किए बिना ही जय जयकार नहीं होती, कोशिश करने वालों की कभी हार नहीं होती। Thank you.
Very well recited, Deva. When it comes from a kid, I think this makes a difference. आज हमें ये याद रखना होगा कि कोशिश करने वालों की हार नहीं होती. Nothing is impossible for a willing heart. And I think the event which we are all here together is again a thing which 75 countries, 75 independence a year of in India, and we are 75 speakers and doing such different things. So with this, I would like to call upon the next speaker of today, Anita Kaul ma'am, for her speech. Anita Kaul ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Good evening, everyone, and happy Independence Day to one and all. And we have already spoken everything. The prominent speakers are there, so they have told everything about the glory. So today, actually, we are celebrating the AZADI Ka Amrit Mahotsav. So Bharat Ki AZADI Ka Amrit Mahotsav is an initiative by the government of India to celebrate the 75th year of independence and the glory of history of its people, culture, and achievements. This Mahotsav, which we are celebrating today, is a festival of awakening of the nation, festival of fulfilling the dreams of the good governance, and the festival of the global peace and development. So today, our Honorable Prime Minister has given the speech from the Lal Killa, and he told us to take a pledge today, and he told us to just take a punch front today. So I want everyone, every Indian to just make sure that we are going to take that pledge. I'm just repeating the 5 pledges that we have to take as an Indian. So first pledge by our Honorable Prime Minister, he told us if we want to achieve the glory, if we want to achieve the development and the future and the dream which we are actually seeing. So we have to take the goal of the development India. We have to remove any traces of the colonial mindset. We have to be pride in our roots, whatever we are. We have to believe in the unity and sense of the duty among the citizens. So this is very important as an Indian citizen, as a person, as a human, that we need to respect our country. So from my end, I wish everyone the happy Independence Day and a very good evening to all. Thank you, Pooja ma'am, for giving the chance. Thank you.
Now, moving ahead with our next program, I would like to hand over the stage to my mentor, my inspiration, Dr. Preeti Shribal ma'am. Yeah, ma'am. Ma'am, unmute. Ma'am, unmute.
Yes.
Unmute. Yeah.
So I think a big round of applause, Pooja, for the wonderful moderation. You are, as usual, so fluent with your thoughts and the way you were articulating, you were commenting, and of course, your valuable insights. Commendable work done, Pooja. Commendable work done. So, friends, we move on with the next speaker. I know everyone is waiting and they're really eager to share their thoughts. And definitely a day, a phase, an era where all of us need to be so proud of ourselves. Proud of the fact that today we are celebrating 75 years of glorious independence of India. Can I invite the next speaker? Because, I've just taken it up from Pooja, so I'm not sure whom should I call next. Suraya Banu ma'am, have you spoken, ma'am?
Ma'am, shall I, Dr. Priya?
Yeah, please. That would be a great help for me.
Yeah. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so very much. Actually, I'm traveling today.
No problem, ma'am. Please. Yes.
In emergency,
please.
I have to leave.
Please share your insights.
Yeah. Good evening to one and all. As you all know that today we are celebrating 75th Independence Day, AZADI Ka Amrit Mahotsav. This is the only one day when we remember and realize how our great freedom fighters fought for us and sacrifices their lives for our freedom. Yes, we got the freedom, and India proved that we are now socially, economically, and politically very strong. We are also enough strong in the military as well. The journey highlights the India's expansion, ranging from the agriculture production to nuclear and space technology, from affordable healthcare to world-class educational institutions, from Ayurveda to biotechnology, and yes, from giant steel plant to becoming an IIT power and having the third largest startup ecosystem in the world. But did a freedom fighter sacrifices their lives for only this? No, not at all. The real freedom is remaining remaining. Freedom from the hunger, poverty, inequality, child labor, exploitation, and criminal. Last but not the least, the freedom of the mind. I would like to conclude through my words with these few lines. नफरत बुरी है न पालो इसे, दिलों में खालिश है निकालो इसे, न तेरा न मेरा न इसका न उसका, ये सबका वतन है संभालो इसे, ये सबका वतन है संभालो इसे. Happy Independence Day to each and everyone. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Dr. Priya, सबका वतन है, सबको संभालना है, ना तेरा ना मेरा, ये हम सबका वतन है, हम सबका प्यारा वतन है, जिसे हमें और ऊंचाइयों पर लेकर जाना है. Wonderfully spoken.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
I think Arush wants to present a song. Can we have Arush? Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Good evening, all. Today I have to present Happy Independence Day. Today I have to present one song on one patriotic song, Hum Honge Kamyab, on account of 75th Independence Day and Amrit Mahotsav. Okay. Hum honge kamyab, hum honge kamyab, hum honge kamyab ek din. हो मन में है विश्वास, पूरा है विश्वास, हम होंगे कामयाब एक दिन. होगी शांति चारों ओर, होगी शांति चारों ओर, होगी शांति चारों ओर एक दिन. हो मन में है विश्वास, पूरा है विश्वास, होंगे कामयाब एक दिन. हम चलेंगे साथ साथ, डाले हाथों में हाथ, हम चलेंगे साथ साथ एक दिन. हो मन में है विश्वास, पूरा है विश्वास, हम होंगे कामयाब एक दिन. ना डर किसी का आज, ना भय किसी का आज के दिन. हो मन में है विश्वास, पूरा है विश्वास, हम होंगे कामयाब एक दिन. हम होंगे कामयाब, हम होंगे कामयाब, हम होंगे कामयाब एक दिन. हो मन में है विश्वास, पूरा है विश्वास, हम होंगे कामयाब एक दिन. भारत माता की जय. Thank you.
Very melodiously sung. Yes, we will all overcome. We will all cross and all the hurdles which come in our way. और जब आपके जैसे नौजवान हो तो डेफिनेटली ये देश आजादी का जो असली महत्व है उसको रंग लाएगा. So with youth who are as spirited, who are as enthusiastic like you, I am very confident that the country is in very safe hands. A wonderful message of harmonious living. All of us need to live in harmony. We need to collaborate. And of course, there has to be mutual cooperation. Then only can any nation progress. Then only can any nation take on the path of prosperity. With this, I would now like to invite the next speaker.
Yeah, ma'am. Can I? Poonam Upadhyay.
Yes, Poonam, miss. Poonam, ma'am.
All the speaker, please keep your video on, okay? Because if you don't keep the video on, it's very difficult to take your screen in the live. Whenever you are speaking, keep your video on.
Let us see your yes, Poonam, ma'am. Please, the stage is all yours.
Yeah, very good evening to everyone. I'm really enjoying the show. Thank you, IDYM Foundation, for always making us all come together and speak. Today, the topic which I want to express my gratitude towards is all the freedom fighters and how the India grew. If we see all the freedom fighters, you can say, take each and every one. What was the one quality which we had, which they had in them, and which we are somewhere lacking in? It is the selflessness, the attitude which they had, where they were fully dedicated towards their work, towards their motherland, and they wanted to just work from there for the motherland to be free. But what is happening today? We have become so much engrossed in our own self. We have become so selfish that we just want to focus on our health, our growth. And the growth is also not in the manner which is going step by step, but something which is internally we are not even satisfying our own self. So let's turn inwards, look in ourselves that what are we, where are we heading to? Are we machines or are we a human being? And being lived in the country like India, how can I get this attitude and how can I grow and enrich in my inner state and also expand this consciousness outside so that we all can evolve and grow together? And I think IDMY is already doing this by connecting all of us together. But yeah, let's bring these values ahead and let's all connect together. That's it. Thank you so much. And I'm grateful to each and every one of you available, you for the speakers here. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ms. Poonam. A very valuable lesson shared by you that we need to be more selfless. There are a lot of vignettes from the lives of all the freedom fighters. They sacrifice their lives without blinking an eye. And I think that's what the current youth needs to imbibe. Yes, there has to be a collective consciousness towards contributing something, towards being able to do their own bit. And we need to be more proactive, we need to be more open, and there has to be a sense of giving back to society. Very well spoken.
Thank you.
I would now like to invite the next speaker. Yes, if you all can just raise your hand so I can invite you all, please.
Can I speak, ma'am?
Sorry, ma'am, I can't get your name. There's some problem with the...
Anshu Mitra Banerjee.
Yes, Anshu, ma'am. Please go ahead. Yeah, I've got it.
Yeah.
Yes, Anshu Mitra, ma'am, please go ahead.
Shri Guruvyo Namaha to all and happy Independence Day. So today I'm in this wonderful platform and I can, see everyone speaking so good how to bring our India forward, how to make it more advanced, more technically, sound better, skillful India. All we need is skills. Our children, they have to know the skills, how to come forward. And just I want to say a few lines in Hindi, not taking too much of time. भारत देश हमारा है, सब देशों से न्यारा है, हमें प्राणों से प्यारा है, जग का आंखों का तारा है। हिमालय इसका है मस्तक, हिमालय इसका है मस्तक, नदियां देती है दस्तक, सागर धोती है इसके पैर। भारत देश हमारा है, सब देशों से न्यारा है। सो इस भारत देश को हमें आगे बढ़ाना है। इस हर जिम्मेवारी हर एक इंसान के ऊपर है। और अभी के जो बच्चे हैं और अभी के उनको सिखाना पड़ेगा कि वो कैसे करके अपने बुजुर्गों के प्रति प्रेम लगाना है, अपने देश के प्रति प्रेम, अपने बुजुर्ग के प्रति प्रेम, देश को आगे कैसे बढ़ाना है, उसके ऊपर देश की उन्नति के ऊपर उनकी अनुभूति कैसी होनी है, पूरी जिम्मेवारी हम सबके ऊपर है। चलिए भारत को आगे बढ़ाते हैं। जय हिंद, जय भारत, वंदे मातरम।
बहुत सुंदर से आपने अपने विचार व्यक्त किए मैम। यस, भारत को आगे बढ़ाना है और जैसे इस अमृत महोत्सव का एक कॉन्सेप्ट है नेशन फर्स्ट ऑलवेज फर्स्ट। सो इस माइंडसेट के साथ ही हमें आज के जो यूथ हैं उन्हें उनमें हमें एक ऐसी फायर इग्नाइट करनी है कि वे हमेशा हमेशा देश को तरक्की के और ही अग्रसर करें। Very well spoken. Yes, the need is to create future-ready citizens, responsible citizens. I now would like to invite Mr. Prasad. So, are you there? Prasad, sir, are you there?
Yes, Preeti, ma'am, I'm here.
Please,
Thank
the stage
you
is all yours, sir.
Thank you so much. Greetings from USA. Every August 15, I turn like a kid because I have celebrated with my friends in school. I born in India and I celebrated August 15 for several decades before I moved to US. August 15 always reminds me of my childhood, and we have this independence with the great sacrifices of great leaders like Mahatma Gandhi, Netaji, Bose, and I won't be reading all the names, but that is a great sacrifice at that time with selflessness approach to get independence to India. That is very inspiring approach, and it was gotten on a two-pillar approach, ahimsa and satyam. These two are very, very grateful things that happened to India with not much bloodshed, even though there is little bit bloodshed to get the independence. That means a greater responsibility on everybody's shoulder, irrespective of expatriate or current Indian citizen. So because many great people sacrificed, we have this independence. Independence with democracy is a great responsibility. It is not just celebration and giving slogans and posting flags, etc. We need to be vigilant on every step along with voting, and we have to maintain the Satyameva Jayate theme all over. And another thing that I always would like to accomplish, joining hands with friends like yourself, is India is turning out to be service nation. I don't like that. Excuse me for saying that. My belief system is, since I born there and I still have relatives and friends, I want to build India from within the India. I talk to this to all my political friends, ministers, etc. Wherever I talk, we can't go on this way. We have all this thing, Make in India theme, but we are slowing down. Why I say that is, compare with China. We both started competing maybe 20 years ago. Look at their ascent. They are next to US in terms of innovation and entrepreneurship. What is it? Innovation, entrepreneurship, IP creation with our own intelligence, ingeniousness is the power of the nation. That's the wealth of the nation at the end of the day. We all have to determine, as teachers, as parents, as friends, as industrialists together, to reach that goal, so that we would again reclaim the fame and the glory of our Nalanda and Takshila universities, right? So we have to change this current to the right path, and we all have to be honest with ourselves. What are we doing to grow this nation in a respectful way, so that we continue to earn our respect all over the world? With that, thanks again, and I'm really happy to be part of this. Keep this flag flying high, and we will be doing great stuff in the near future. Please reach out to me if you need any help on ideas, etc. And I am also determined to help Indian communities to build a nation also in a different direction, protecting the environment. This is important. We are surrounded by pollution. 20 cities in India are highly polluted, and unfortunately 20 more metro cities along the coastal lines are also subjective to sea level rising. these are two imminent threats rather than any other neighbor to us. So we need to work on these things also to protect our own people, because that pushes people into poverty, migration, and throws unpredictable challenges. We know all these instances anyway. However, today is the day for celebration. Let's determine to do great things in the near future. Thanks again for giving me this great opportunity. And I applaud IDYM's approach on this. They are energizing the nation, and also they are contributing to involve everybody, whoever are like-minded, to do great things. And I really appreciate their efforts on this front. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for the inspirational and the motivational talk. Yes, it feels very nice when you share with us how concerned you all are and how you're contributing towards the growth of the nation. Thank you so much. I would now like to invite Mr. Santosh. Santosh, sir, have you?
Yeah, ma'am. Yeah, good evening, ma'am.
Yeah, are you there? Thank you so much.
Yeah, I'm there. I'm good evening, ma'am. Thank you very much.
Yes.
And I wish you a very happy Independence Day to one and all who are present in the conference today. I want to share a few of my moments about the time management. For the students, especially when they are in the online and all, no, we have to be educate them managing of the time and all. So time management, the process of organizing the planning and techniques, how to divide our different activities and all. Especially, I'll tell the students and all whenever they want to be, they'll say that how to manage the time and how I can be conclude and all means. Here we have to motivate the children. First thing is, I'll be suggest the session is PQ. A word I called it as a PQ. The PQ, what I said is first they have to plan what they want to do, and they have to prepare what they want to do, and they have to perform the thing is what they have prepared and what they have planned executively in the examinations, especially they can be achieve the success. And here 4 D's also I'll be explaining about that. The first D is decide, and the next D is decision, and the next D is discipline, and the next D is determination. As we all know that the students are we should have in a time management, we should have in a strongest desire, like intense burning sense we should have, and we should be feel that I want to become like that, and how can I maximum effect I can keep and I can be achieve this. And decision, as we all know that we have to take a strong decisions what we want to become and what we have to do, and it has to become a habit for us to take a good decisions in our life and all. And we all know that discipline, the next part, as it is not in a day activity, it is in a day-to-day. Everything, it's a part of our life. We have to be disciplined in our entire life and all. And determination, as we all know that willing the persist minus the difficulties until you effectively time manager. And these are the things 4 Ds I have explained. If we manage the time, we can achieve the success, and we can plan ourselves for works, and we can manage our time, and we can, because as we all know that we are busy in our schedules and all, even though we have been managed our works to do the NGOs, like we have to be part of things like organizations and different, and we should be make aware of the students and as well as the teachers and trainers or everything. And it's a part of connecting to us each one to one, and we'll be giving a good clarity about that. And thank you very much for IDYM organization and giving an opportunity to speak today. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, sir. Absolutely. Time management is a life skill. And all of us have the same 24 hours. But the difference between a Newton and an Einstein and us is how well they have managed, how well they've utilized those 24 hours at their disposal. Very well spoken. I would now like to invite Sarit, sir. Are you there, sir? Sarit Ghosh, sir. I think sir's not there. Professor David, sir, are you there? Professor David? Okay, we move on to Bennett, sir. Bennett Fernandez.
Dr. Ashok Gupta.
The stage is all
Hello.
yours. Yes, sir.
Hello, madam. Myself is Dr. Ashok Gupta.
Okay, please, sir, please.
First, I thanks to IDY team to giving me this opportunity to say the few words on the occasion of the AZADI ka AMRIT Mahotsav. See, from this platform, I want to see that हमने आज जो आजादी का अमृत का जो 75 साल से हम स्वाद ले रहे हैं, इसके पीछे तो हमारे देश के नेताओं ने अपना बलिदान दिया है, मगर सच्ची तरह से इसके हकदार हमारे देश के जवान है, जो आज भी सियाचिन हो या जहाँ पे -15 डिग्री सेंटीग्रेड का तापमान पे हो अपनी ड्यूटी कर रहे हैं। हम तो अपने घर में सोते हैं आराम से, परंतु सही आजादी का जो हम अमृत का पान कर रहे हैं, ये उनकी बदौलत आज हम कर रहे हैं। और अगर खेत में अगर किसान जो कि बारिश हो या ना हो या कुछ भी हो, वो अपने मेहनत से जो अनाज हमारे घरों तक पहुंचाता है, इसमें उनका बहुत बड़ा योगदान है। वो भारत का कोई भी नागरिक हो, ये जरूरी नहीं कि वो सीमा का सैनिक हो या खेत का किसान। अगर हम किसी भी क्षेत्र में है, अगर हम पूरी निष्ठा और ईमानदारी के साथ अपनी ड्यूटी करें, तो जरूर ये हमारा जो आजादी का अमृत महोत्सव 75वां वर्ष मना रहा है, ये जरूर 750 वर्षों में बदल के रहेगा। इन शब्दों के साथ में मैं पूरी टीम को फिर से आज के लिए धन्यवाद देता हूँ, और हमारा ये जो सिलसिला है, ये जो सेलिब्रेशन का है, ये ऐसा ही चलता ही रहे। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद।
बहुत सुंदर से आपने आपके विचार व्यक्त किए डॉक्टर गुप्ता। यस, आजादी का ये महोत्सव सदैव चलता रहे, और आज नहीं रोज। और हम, आपने जिस तरह से कहा, जो सिपाही हैं, जो हमारे किसान बंधु हैं, वो एक्चुअली फ्रंट लाइन वॉरियर्स हैं हमारे देश के। तो उन सबको हमारी तरफ से नमन, सैल्यूट एंड ट्रिब्यूट फ्रॉम द IDYM platform. Yes, we do need to respect, we need to remember them, and we need to always keep their spirit alive. Thank you so much, Dr. Gupta. I think I have a young talented boy, Abdul Rahman. Are you there?
Good evening, ma'am.
Yeah. So you're going to present a musical piece or sing a song?
I'm going to tell methods, ma'am.
You wish to share something? Please go ahead.
Thank you, ma'am. I am Abdullah from Tamil Nadu. இந்தியா தன சுதந்திரத்தை ஆகஸ்ட் 15 கொண்டாட வருகிறது. 1947 ஆங்கிலேயர்கள் ஆட்சியிலிருந்து விடுதலை பெற்ற நாளை நினைவுறும் வகையில் கொண்டாடுகிறது. இந்த சுதந்திரத்தை பெறுவதற்காக நாட்டின் ஆயிரக்கணக்கான துணிச்சலான வீரர்கள் இன்னொரு தியாகம் செய்துள்ளனர். இந்த துணிச்சலான வீரர்களால் நாம் மகிழ்ச்சியாக வாழ்கிறோம். அவரது பங்களிப்பை ஒருபோதும் மறக்கக்கூடாது. ஒரு பொறுப்புள்ள குடிமகனாக நமது நாட்டின் கடமைகளை நிறைவேற்றி நாட்டின் வளர்ச்சிக்கும் உறுதுணையாக இருக்க வேண்டும். நாம் அனைவரும் நம் நாட்டின் வலிமையான பொருளாதாரமாக மாற்ற நாம் உறுதிமொழி ஏற்போம். தேசிய கொடியின் வண்ணம் பல வண்ணம், நம் எண்ணம் ஒன்றல்லோ. பறவைகள் பலவிதம், பறக்கும் வானம் ஒன்றல்லோ. நம் மக்கள் பலவிதம், நம் தேசம் ஒன்றல்லோ. வாழ்க நம் தேசம், வளர்க நம் தேசம் என குறிவிடப்படுகிறது. நன்றி. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much. You don't need to understand the language to be able to understand the voice of patriotism, the voice of the youth, the vibrance, the fire which we could see welling up in you. Wonderful. Yes. Can I now invite Mr. Mustafa?
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. And Ravi sir. Yes, ma'am. Can I speak? Yes, ma'am.
Please go ahead.
Ma'am, I have to tell a speech.
Yeah, go ahead, Mustafa. Can you
Happy Independence to all teachers and sirs. My name is Mustafa Channiwala. I am from Ranala, Maharashtra. Independence Day is celebrated
August and national holiday Indian community. The national independence from the United Kingdom on 15 August 1947. The day is procession of the 1947 Indian Independence Act with a transfer King Grow VI at the head of state until the transmission of Republic, when the Constitution of India came into effect on 26 January 1915, celebrate Indian Republic Day and replace the Domain of India, the enactment of the surviving law, Constitution of India and attain independence following the independence movement, not for the largely novel lot. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Mustafa. That was such a spirited speech. Very well done. I would now like to invite...
Ma'am, can I speak?
Yes, Ujjwal, you can speak. Please go ahead.
Okay. नमस्कार, मैं उज्जवल सिंह चौहान। मैं राम प्रसाद बिस्मिल आप सभी से यह कहना चाहता हूँ, हाथ जिनमें हो जुनूं करते नहीं तलवार से, सिर जो उठ जाते हैं वह झुकते नहीं ललकार से, और भड़केगा वो शोला जो हमारे दिल में है। सरफरोशी की तमन्ना अब हमारे दिल में है, और भड़केगा वो शोला जो हमारे दिल में है। देखना है जोर कितना बाजुए कातिल में है, वक्त आने दे बता देंगे तुझे ए आसमां, हम अभी से क्या बताए क्या हमारे दिल में है। सरफरोशी की तमन्ना अब हमारे दिल में है, हम अभी से क्या बताए क्या हमारे दिल में है। धन्यवाद।
Wow, 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 wow. My young patriot, that was awesome. That was awesome. Wonderful, wonderful. I would now like to invite my dear friend, Professor Rachna Chakravarti, ma'am. Yes, Rachna, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Preeti ma'am. Thank you. I just joined in late. I had to go for social work. We were celebrating Independence Day with the slum kids. So I just returned back. I told Raviji that I'll be late today. I had to actually be a moderator for the evening. But anyway, I got late. So no, this thing. But it was nice. As soon as I entered, I was hearing this lovely igniting speeches from the young kids, the ignited souls about their country. सरफरोशी की तमन्ना अब हमारे दिल में है, देखना बाजुए कातिल कितने जोर. So these are the small things which really instigate us and keeps us really glued to our country. So the AZADI ki AMRIT MAHOTSAV which we are celebrating, it is a real great effort, I should say, by our Honorable Prime Minister. It is really commendable, and his vision of making it a Mahotsav, that was really very impressive. As a nationwide festival, real praiseworthy, I can say, because we all have this instinct in us, but we never thought it to celebrate it together. We all have been celebrating throughout the years Independence Day, and some of them take it as a national holiday and enjoy it with the family and friends. But making it as a Mahotsav and uniting it, the whole nation, was the concept of only our Prime Minister. So we got this golden opportunity, and we'll also be able to know about the freedom fighters. We have been turning back the pages to find out about the freedom fighters who were somewhere lost in the history. Many of the freedom fighters who were forgotten by the history has now come up because of this Amrit Mahotsav. Amrit is something which is something which cannot perish, which cannot be exhausted. That is called Amrit. That is the meaning of Amrit. And Mahotsav means a grand festival. So Azadi is freedom. Freedom's grand festival we are celebrating. 75 years have completed, and we are entering today onwards to the 76th year of our independence. And we are the lucky lot. And we are really proud, feeling really proud to be a part and enjoying this precious freedom which has been handed over to us by our forefathers. Isn't that amazing that we are witnessing this gala moment for our country? The real sacrifices made by our freedom fighters. It really gives me goosebumps when I'm just uttering the name. And when we turn back to the history of our country, the lives they had laid so that we today, the generation, can enjoy the freedom is really, really inspiring. So the young generation of our country and the next generation will know because of this the history of our country, and they will work together to make it a future, make the future a better place to live in. So we all should be, thoroughly equipped with the history of our country and especially the sacrifices made by our forefathers for giving us this freedom. So it is actually the year, the MAHOTSAV, which had started in the month of March, which went on for 75 days, commemorating the 75 years. So India is celebrating the glorious history of its people, the culture, achievements, and today's young generation are well acquainted with the freedom struggle, which they had forgotten. They just took it as a chapter in history. They learned it and they wrote it. They never felt it. But because of this AMRIT MAHOTSAV, it's getting like all the youth are coming together. They are singing songs, writing poems about our country, and Rabindranath Tagore and all the great poets are remembered on and again. We all know the great poets who had written for our country. So the challenges which our country faced because of the freedom struggle and sacrifices which was made, and the youth were not aware of this, but now because of this Amrit Mahotsav, they are getting aware and acquainted with it. It is very important for them to know that India then and India now, the difference which has been made because of all the sacrifices. The economy of our country in India is right now growing fast, but our India had also seen very bad times. So the 75 years ago, we got independence, which was in the form of partition. So that was where we had a breakup. We had somewhere the breaking up. The backbone of the country's economy was totally broken. Then there was the Indo-China War, which we saw 1962, another setback in India's economy. But India never fell down. India always rose up. And all these small things has been taken out once again from the pages of the past and brought in front. I know I can keep on saying about our country, but yes, I just want to say that this Mahotsav, the Amrit Mahotsav, on completing 75 years is a pride moment for me, at least to be an Indian, to experience it. And we are very fortunate that we are the citizens of such a great country, and we are always grateful to our country. Today, India is regarded as a remarkable country. People want to come to our country and enrich themselves with the rich culture, tradition, the folk songs, and the cultural things which is there in India. They want to take the holistic approach from Indian state. So this is what India has done through the ages. And I'm really proud to be an Indian today. I really feel privileged that this platform has been utilized for such great moment. And I relish on that. I really nurture my thoughts. I can just keep on saying, thank you so much, Priti ma'am. It was really amazing to speak. I will just go more emotional talking about my country. But before that, Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
As always, very expressively elaborated, and the way you spoke about how this is actually a celebration for all of us to once again revisit the glory of our freedom fighters, to once again understand the richness of our country. And as Mark Twain had said, that India is the cradle of the human civilization. And that is something which the youth need to understand. And they should not take freedom for granted. Yes. So I think this Amrit Mahotsav, this gala celebration, this grand, victorious and a triumphant narration of the entire history of India, reviving it again, making us once again talk about the unsung heroes, is a way for all of us, every Indian, to fill ourselves, with the pride that all of us should feel as Indians. Absolutely, very well said.
So actually we went to the slums with the kids to make them realize that what is this Amrit Mahotsav. So I was just with them only in the slums. And we just came back. So the kids there were also enjoying. We just told them to draw something about India. And they drew so many things, ma'am, you will not believe, about the village scenes, about bullocks, about the national bird. So it was like all coming from their inputs. So it was really nice to understand everyone loves their country. The spirit is there inside somewhere. We just need to ignite it. So IDYM is doing that, igniting it. And thanks so much.
Igniting and creating an awareness. And wonderful work being done by you, Rachna ma'am. Wonderful. Yes, Patricia ma'am. Yes.
Hello. How are you? Thank you so much. Thank you. And I would like to say Happy Independence Day in India. I send all my love and hugs from Zimbabwe. And I would like to commend every Indian, everyone because you have been working so hard. You've done so much commendable work in different fields, in education. I can see the youth, the young ones, they are participating. You have got so much talent, and I just like the way you are appreciating your unsung heroes, because some of these heroes are forgotten and our children never come to know about them. But that's why I felt that I should commend whatever you have done as a country, so much that we are now making sure that everyone participates. Thank you so much, and Jai Hind.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you for your wishes. Yes, it feels really, really wonderful, that we are sharing such a wonderful day with people from across the globe. A wonderful and a momentous occasion for us. Thank you so much. I think,
thank you, ma'am.
Anshu, ma'am, I think your girls are ready for the dance.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, Fatma, ma'am.
Ma'am, one of my student is there. Her name is Ridhiva Verma. She will sing song, ma'am.
Okay, after I've had the dance performance by Miss Chinmay, definitely.
Good evening, ma'am.
Ashu, ma'am. Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Girls are ready.
See your dynamic duos dancing. They
Yes,
are a
ma'am.
live fire of energy and enthusiasm.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. Just 1 minute, ma'am. Only 1 minute.
शांति की नगरी है मेरा ये वतन, सबको सिखाऊंगा मैं प्यारा चलन, दुनिया में गिरने न दूंगा कहीं को, आगे भी आगे बढ़ाऊंगा। बोलो मेरे साथ जय हिंद, जय हिंद, जय हिंद, जय Thank you, Amrit. Independence Day.
Thank you to the two darlings and the two angels. Lovely. Very well done, girls. Very well done. All of us are completely mesmerized by the way you're singing, and you're looking so adorable. Thank you so much.
नन्ना मुन्ना राही देश का सफाई बोलो मेरे टंग जय हिंद जय हिंद जय हिंद
Jai Hind. Yes, Fatma ma'am, can we have your student? I think he wanted to perform.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ashu ma'am. They are adorable. Your
Thank
team.
you, ma'am. Thank you so much. खुद ही operate कर रही है. खुद ही ma'am कर रही है. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ashu ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, Fatma. Okay. Can we have the next the dignitary? Can you all just, take the stage and express your views, because we are not sure how many of you are actually, ready to express their views. Okay. Can I invite Biju S. sir? Is Biju S. sir there? Okay, Riddhima Verma. Can I call Riddhima Verma?
Yes, ma'am. Good evening, ma'am.
Yeah, Riddhima, the stage is all yours.
Thank you, ma'am. This is Riddhima Verma, student of Fatma Sogra, ma'am. I am present here to sing a song on this precious occasion of Independence Day.
Can you switch on your video, Riddhima?
Sure, ma'am. Good evening, ma'am.
Very
ma'am,
good.
may I sing?
Please go ahead.
मेरा कर्मा तू मेरा धर्मा तू तेरा सब कुछ मैं मेरा सब कुछ तू हर करम अपना करेंगे हर करम अपना करेंगे ऐ वतन तेरे लिए दिल दिया है जान भी देंगे ऐ वतन तेरे लिए दिल दिया है जान भी देंगे है वतन तेरे लिए तू मेरा कर्मा तू मेरा धर्मा तू मेरा अभिमान है वतन महबूब मेरे तुझ पे जा कुर्बान है हम जिएंगे और मरेंगे ऐ वतन तेरे लिए दिल दिया है जान भी देंगे ऐ वतन तेरे लिए ऐ वतन तेरे लिए. Thank you.
Very well done, Riddhima. A melodious rendition of a song, which touches the heartstrings of every Indian. It is such a heart-touching song. Very well done. Can I now invite Purti? Yes. Is Purti there?
Yes, ma'am. She's very much here.
Stage
Good
is all
evening,
yours,
everyone. Happy Independence Day. I would like to sing a few lines from this beautiful song from the movie Kesari. ऐ मेरी ज़मीं अफसोस नहीं जो तेरे लिए सौ दर्द सहे महफूस रहे तेरी आन सदा चाहे जान मेरी रहे ना रहे ऐ मेरी ज़मीं महबूब मेरी तेरी नस नस में तेरा इश्क बहे फीका न पड़े कभी रंग तेरा जिस मुंह से निकल के खून कहे तेरी मिट्टी में मिल जावा गुल बन के मैं खिल जावा इतनी सी है दिल की आरज़ू तेरी नदियों में बह जावा तेरे खेतों में लहरावा इतनी सी है दिल की आरज़ू हो हो थैंक यू एवरीवन.
Thank you so much. That was very, very, very melodious. Can we have the next speaker, please? Hiteshi, Miss Hiteshi.
Yes, ma'am.
The stage is all yours, ma'am.
प्रणाम. सबसे पहले आप सभी को आजादी के 75 स्वतंत्रता दिवस की बहुत बहुत हार्दिक शुभकामनाएं. आजादी, क्या आप जानते हैं असली आजादी क्या है? लाल किले पर तिरंगा, सड़क पर भारत माता की जय और स्कूलों में विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा. क्या इतनी आजादी काफी है? सिर्फ इतनी सी आजादी के लिए वो जनेऊ धारी कंपनी बाग में अकेला ब्रिटिश फौज से लड़ गया और वो 23 साल का सरदार रंग दे बसंती गा के फांसी चढ़ गया. क्या सिर्फ 1.5 गज कपड़े के लिए नेताजी ने हिटलर को आंखें दिखाई थी और बापू ने सिर्फ बहुत मेले लगा लिए शहीदों की चिताओं पर अब जरा आगे बढ़ना होगा और समझना होगा कि जहां पे फ्रीडम का अर्थ सिर्फ आजादी लिखी है वो सारे शब्दकोश व्यर्थ हैं. इस देश में फ्रीडम का 1 या 2 नहीं 140 करोड़ अर्थ है. आजादी वो है जो अपने सपनों को ना दिक्कत फलने से डरे और टूटी हुई चप्पल ना जूतों से के साथ चलने से. आजादी वो है जब हौसले चिड़िया बाधाओं का पिंजरा तोड़ दे और क ख ग एबीसी से डरना छोड़ दे. आजादी वो है जब गीत के गाते हुए गले में लहू ना आए और अमरूदों के मौसम में बारूदों की बू ना आए. आजादी वो है जब झुके हुए सिरों का मुकद्दर बदल जाए और खोलियों के दिल से हवेलियों का डर निकल जाए. कब तक इतिहास पे जमे धूल को माथे में लगाते रहेंगे? 47 का सब्सक्रिप्शन 22 में रिन्यू कराना होगा. बेखौफ जीना हमारा हक है और ये हक बुनियादी है. बेखौफ जीना हमारा हक है और ये हक बुनियादी है. घबराओ मत, बढ़ते रहो, बस अगले ही मोड़ में आजादी है. बस अगले ही मोड़ में आजादी है. जय हिंद, जय भारत.
You have left us speechless and so well said. The word आजादी, freedom के एक नहीं 100 करोड़ मीनिंग्स है. हर एक अपने अपने तरह से आजादी को जीना चाहता है, आजादी को समझता है. Beautifully rendered by you, beautifully elocuted by you, very well, and a heart touching poem. बहुत सुंदर हितेशी. Can I invite the next speaker, please? Is Mr. Navdeep Singh, Mr. Chirag Verma. Can you all please unmute and express your thoughts? Or can I just have a show of hands so I can invite the members? Can you all just raise your hand, please, members, if you wish to express your thoughts? Yes, I can see one hand up. IDYM. Yes. Anyone else? Is there anyone else who wishes to express their thoughts? Monojoy ma'am, are you there? Sonal ma'am?
Yes, ma'am, I'm there.
Please, ma'am, if you've not expressed your thoughts, please go ahead, ma'am. The stage is all yours.
Yes, greetings to everyone on this auspicious day. So happy Independence Day to everyone. Listening to all the speakers, the wonderful speakers, and also the performers, I was just spellbound. I really feel very proud to be an Indian. It's a land of such diversity, rich in cultural heritage, traditions, upholding a superb historical legacy. And I think we each one should contribute to bring a positive change in every sphere, instilling the values of patriotism, the sacrifices of our martyrs, and also remembering the unsung heroes, the freedom struggle in the minds of a younger generation we can imbibe. So being a spectator was really wonderful. And a self-composed poem of mine is there. So if y'all want it, I can just read it out. I can just recite. Can I go forward, ma'am?
Go ahead, ma'am. We would love to hear your self-composed poem.
Yeah. Independence Day 2022. Lo, to celebrate the Independence Day is to pay tribute to the martyrs and great souls. Hark, the sacrifices of the freedom fighters as the untold stories of the unsung heroes told. For this day, their blood they shed, determined to free their loving nation from the domain of colonial clutches and bring a dawn bereft of subjugation. Now, our motherland flies through diverse lands like a free bird out of the bars of captivity, singing out loud with pride as the wind beckons, playing with morn's sun rays amidst the vast canopy. With 75 glorious years down the lane, it's now still a 75-week grand celebration, with Modi ji initiating AZADI Ka AMRIT MAHOTSAV. It's a collective effort, a strong patriotic conviction. Behold, the bird flies. 'Tis a soothing glimpse to the eyes as the world wonders at its beauty and dimension, the tenacity, the free will, the spirit to conquer. Then it snaps its tails, soaring towards the horizon. So, let our wonderful historical journey continue for the next 25 years, embarking on a golden destiny. Whence we can determine how far our ideals move on, preserving India's rich culture, leaving behind a legacy. Thank you. Thank you.
Superb, ma'am. Superb. You are a creative genius. Absolutely. And the way you've encapsulated the entire vision of the 75 years is amazing. Commendable. Commendable.
Thank you, ma'am. I would like to
Borrow
mention
the
here,
poem
ma'am.
from you, ma'am. We'll borrow it from you. Very well written. Ma'am.
This poem got the first prize, Today I got that, I was there in a award ceremony organized by the Youth Hostel Association of India, the Cultural Promotion Committee. They had organized this event. And just within 2 days, I had written, they wanted this poem, and it was declared from our state, from Assam. It got the first prize, it bagged the first prize. So very happy. So as you call my name, I just wanted to recite it without any such. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Fantastic rendition and very well written. The way you've articulated the entire essence is amazing. Hats off to your creativity, ma'am.
Thank you so much. And really feel proud to be an Indian.
Absolutely. Yes.
Thanks to IDYM for giving everyone such a great opportunity that we are able to connect and bringing the diversity of India before the world.
Ma'am, I would love to add Manjuri ma'am's new poem book is also going to be released soon. So she is a poet over and out. She keeps on motivating, and this we are doing it from Creative Writing Modern Age from my platform. So do join us and listen to some of her poems. She's really amazing poet, and we'll be releasing it soon from our platform. So listen to her more poems. It's really, all the phases of life. She has touched it and weaved it through her words. She is really a genius in spoken words.
Thank you, Rachna ma'am. And you are also my mentor, my most inspiring spirit. So thank you.
Thank you, Manjuri ma'am. Yes, so we have Dr. Pooja back. Can I now ask the other speakers if they could just raise their hand? I think there was somebody who wanted to sing. Just a minute, just let me check the chat box.
Prarthana Jain.
Yes, ma'am. Prarthana Jain is there. After that, Nadia Sheikh will speak.
Prarthana, the stage is all yours.
Jain.
प्रणाम सभी को। आजादी के 75वें अमृत महोत्सव को
सबकी बधाइयाँ, सब बधाइयाँ। एक कविता है पढ़ना चाहूंगी। आजादी का अमृत महोत्सव आया, देखो लाल किले पर तिरंगा लहराया। आजादी का अमृत महोत्सव आया, देखो लाल किले पर लहराया। आज घर तिरंगा लहराया। हम आजादी का मनाना है, आत्मनिर्भर अपने देश को मनाना है। आपस की लड़ाई मतभेद को भुलाना है, इस सोच नए विचारों को शांति लाना है। आजादी की वीर गाथा को पूरी पीढ़ियों तक पहुंचाना है। हमारा इतिहास सा ये जन जन को बताना है। आजाद भारत के नारे हम लगाते हैं, भारत माँ के चरणों में शीश है। आओ हम सब मिलकर संकल्प लें, एकता की लौ से जहां को एकता की लौ से जहां को पूरे पैगाम पहुंचाए। धन्यवाद।
Priti ma'am, you're muted. Unmute yourself.
सॉरी बहुत सुंदर प्रार्थना, आपने बहुत ही खूबसूरती से अपने विचारों को व्यक्त किया। ब्यूटीफुल, बहुत ही अच्छा।
Thank you.
Can I now invite the next? I think there was someone else who wanted to recite a poem.
Nadia is joining.
Fatma, Miss Fatma. Anji, the stage is all
Ma'am,
yours.
Nadia Sheikh, she is joining, ma'am.
Okay. So while we wait for Nadia to join, can I have speakers just yes, Fatima, yes, Fatima ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
She has joined, ma'am.
Okay, the stage is all yours.
Shall I?
Please go ahead.
हम अपनी जान की दुश्मन को अपनी जान कहते हैं। हम अपनी जान की दुश्मन को अपनी जान कहते हैं। मोहब्बत की इसी मिट्टी को हिंदुस्तान कहते हैं, हिंदुस्तान कहते हैं। जो दुनिया में सुनाई दे उसे कहते हैं खामोशी, जो दुनिया में सुनाई दे उसे कहते हैं खामोशी, जो आंखों में दिखाई दे उसे तूफान कहते हैं। जो ये दीवार का सुराख है साहब, जो ये दीवार का सुराख है, चाइना, अमेरिका, पाकिस्तान साजिशों का हिस्सा है, मगर हम इसे अपने घर का रोशनदान कहते हैं, घर का रोशनदान कहते हैं। शुभ प्रभात आप सभी को। मैं नादिया शेख आज आप लोगों को राष्ट्र प्रेम और देश हित के उपलक्ष्य पर अपने विचार साझा करने जा रही हूँ। आजादी, आजादी का असली मतलब वही समझ सकता है जिसने कभी गुलामी की हो। हम सौभाग्यशाली है कि हमने स्वतंत्र भारत में जन्म लिया। ये तो आजादी की लौ 1857 में ही जल चुकी थी, जो वर्षाल बनकर 1947 में हमें आजादी दिलाई। प्राचीन, मध्यकालीन और वर्तमान भारत के उदाहरणों से यह स्पष्ट करना चाहूंगी कि जब हम फिरंगियों के फेरे में फंस गए थे तो रंग दे बसंती चोला की एक आवाज पर टोलों के टोले उमड़ आते थे और उनके वंदे मातरम के नारों से खून में आने वाले 5-5 डिग्री का तूफान अंग्रेजी शासकों की जड़ों में तूफान ला देता था। लोग मर जाते थे, मिट जाते थे, फांसी चढ़ जाते थे, तो वो भी अपनी देशभक्ति साबित कर रहे होते थे, क्योंकि इस दौर की देशभक्ति की कसौटी थी। उसके बाद 62, 65 और 71 के युद्धों में अपना सुहाग गवा देने वाली औरत जब घर के हालात क्या हो जाया करते थे कि प्यार भी भरपूर गया, मांग का सिंदूर गया, नन्हे नौ निहालों की लंगोटियां चली गई, छोटी छोटी बेटियों की चोटियां चली गई, बाप की कमाई गई, भाई की पढ़ाई गई, ऐसा एक विस्फोट हुआ पता ही चला नहीं, जिस्म की कई बोटियां चली गई और आपके लिए तो एक आदमी मरा है साहब, किंतु मेरे घर की तो रोटियां चली गई, मेरे घर की तो रोटियां चली गई वाले हालात पैदा हो जाने के बावजूद एक माँ अपने बेटे को दुश्मनों की धज्जियां उड़ाने के लिए भेज दिया करती थी और उसे पत्र लिखाकर यह भेजा करती थी कि अम्मा ने खत लिखा है बड़े ही चाव से, पुत्र मेरे ना घबराना, एक इंच भी पीछे ना हटना, चाहे इंच इंच कट जाना, चाहे इंच इंच कट जाना। इस तरह पूरा परिवार अपनी देशभक्ति साबित कर रहा होता था। तब देश बलिदान मांगता था, तब देश लड़ जाने को कहता था, तब देश मर जाने को, मिट जाने को, फांसी चढ़ जाने को कहता था। किंतु आज देश लड़ जाने को नहीं कहता, आज देश मर जाने को, मिट जाने को, फांसी चढ़ जाने को नहीं कहता, बल्कि मेरे विचारों में यदि कोई व्यक्ति अपना काम पूरी मेहनत, पूरी ईमानदारी और पूरी लगन से करे ना, तो वही सबसे बड़ा देशभक्त है। अपने परिवार, अपने समाज, अपने देश के लिए समर्पण का भाव है देशभक्ति, और हर देशद्रोही के जीवन में आने वाला तूफान है हमारी सच्ची देशभक्ति, ताकि हर देशद्रोही ये समझ सके कि अगर तू परिंदा है तो ये आसमान तेरा है, अगर तू दरिंदा है तो ये शमशान तेरा है, भाईचारे से रहना है तो रह इस जमीन पर, वरना ये कब्र भी तेरी है और यही कब्रिस्तान तेरा है, यही कब्रिस्तान तेरा है। न सरकार मेरी है न रब मेरा है, न सरकार मेरी है न रब मेरा है, ना ही ये बड़ा सा नाम मेरा है, बस इतनी सी बात का गुरूर है मुझे कि मैं भारत की हूँ और ये भारत मेरा है, ये भारत मेरा है। I, being an Indian, I, being a student, I, being a daughter symbol of this motherland, I feel proud to be an Indian। और अंत में बस यही कहना चाहूंगी कि मेरा भारत महान था, महान है, महान रहेगा। मेरा भारत महान था, महान है, महान रहेगा। होगा हौसला सबके दिलों में बुलंद तो एक दिन सारा जहान भी जय हिंद कहेगा, क्योंकि सारे जहां से अच्छा हिंदुस्तान हमारा, सारे जहां से अच्छा हिंदुस्तान हमारा, हम बुलबुलें हैं इसकी ये गुलिस्तान हमारा, ये गुलिस्तान हमारा। जय हिंद, वंदे मातरम।
Fantastic, fantastic. Spoken like a true patriot, Fatima. Amazing. You all are the torchbearers of.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes.
What a heart-tugging poem, ma'am. What a heart-tugging poem. We all were moved by the poem and the kind of recitation he has done, the delivery. All that matters.
She's the daughter of my sister, sir.
Oh, great. Great. I think the values and the practices that India has in culture as an example for all of us. According to our Indian Constitution, India is sovereign, socialist, secular and democratic republic. India is known as a melting pot of culture, and I think with this program we have proved that we are from belonging to different cultures, different states, different diversity, but we are together on this wonderful platform of IDYM. Thank you, each one of you who are present here and who have been since 4:30. This program is going on, and I think we have come to the end of this. We need to conclude. Again, a humble request. If anybody wants to speak, the stage is all yours. It's an open session. You can come up on your own.
Pooja ma'am, I think Madhvi ma'am is there. So
Okay.
I would love to listen to her.
Yes, yes, yes. Rachna ma'am, you missed the rap which Madhvi has done.
Oh, this I really missed it.
Yes, I have
Once more,
presented rap.
once more.
Rapping won't be possible once again, but ma'am, I have already recorded it because when it's come to this eminent platform, I always get set with the recording. So it is already there. I'll share with you. Right now, it's my poem which is composed, and with my book is also came into the market. So
Congratulations, Madhvi.
Thank you. So I have one poem which I will recite it. सदियों की गुलामी के पश्चात 100 वर्षों के विद्रोह के बाद हुआ हमारा देश आजाद। 15 अगस्त 1947 को हुई इसे स्वाधीनता प्राप्त। हुआ भारत का पूर्ण जन्म, तोड़ दिया गुलामी का भरम। हो गया हमारा देश स्वतंत्र, लाल किले में झंडा फहराकर नेहरू जी ने किया आजाद देश का वर्णन। मेरे भारत देश की जय। 75 वर्षों में लिया लंबा सफर तय। विज्ञान, खेल, तकनीक, कृषि, साहित्य सभी क्षेत्रों में तरक्की कर हो रहा है मेरा हिंदुस्तान विजय। हर एक को बताए स्वतंत्रता दिवस का महत्व, इससे बड़ा ना कोई उत्सव। करे हमारी संस्कृति और उपलब्धियों पर गौरव, घर घर तिरंगा फहराते हुए मनाए आजादी का अमृत महोत्सव, मनाए आजादी का अमृत महोत्सव. So thank you so much once again. A very happy Independence Day. And like Rachna ma'am, Preeti ma'am, like it's people like you, the love, the the connection. And I have seen Ravi sir also message that call Madhvi ma'am. So this connection really encourages me, and you all are really a great inspiration to me, a great encouragement for me. Thank you so much, Fatma ma'am, and all the excellency. Pooja ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. You are really awesome.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. And I believe it's all because the inspiration, the motivation, the encouragement, and the whole love from your side, which is making me glowing, day by day. So thanks a lot.
Thank you, Dr. Madhvi, for this mesmerizing poem written by you, and I really congratulate for this your new release of the book. Thank you once again, and thank you for always being there. Even if I know that you are so busy, then also you always make it a point to attend this program. Thank you once again. Anybody else who wanted to come up, the platform is all yours. The day is being celebrated for you all. Azadi ka Amrit Mahotsav hum sabke liye hai. So please come up with your ideas, with your views, with your thoughts. Okay. Again, I would like to convey my sincere gratitude to all the participants for showcasing their unity in coming up for this Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. For this, we'd like to conclude this program with a beautiful quote by Bhagat Singh. भारत की फिजाओं को याद रखना, भारत की फिजाओं को याद रखना, आजाद था, आजाद हूँ, आजाद रहूंगा. And with this we'll play the anthem which has been specially made for Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, and this has been a group dance by Billabong International School students. So I would like to showcase that, and then we all will raise up for the national anthem.
गगन के छोर भारत ने भरी उड़ान है, अब आत्मनिर्भर भारत से दूर ना आसमान है. प्रगति और विकास का आनंदोत्सव है, आजादी का अमृत महोत्सव है, ये महोत्सव है. नए भारत के निर्माण का, बलिदानों के सम्मान का, महिलाओं के उत्थान का, अब सर्व के कल्याण का, जन जन का उत्सव है, हर मन का उत्सव है, ये महोत्सव है, ये अमृत महोत्सव है. सूरज उगाना है, हमने मन में ठाना है, स्वर्ग धरती पर ही बनाना है, नए संकल्पों का अवसर है, भारत माँ को नमन सौ है. जन्म का उत्सव है, हर मन का उत्सव है, ये महोत्सव है, ये महोत्सव है.
what a performance. I think this dance performance was very energetic, and talk about that. We need to celebrate this day again and again. It's not only for one day or for 1 year. We need to celebrate the spirit of patriotism every time, every minute, every seconds. I think Preeti ma'am, we can ask everybody to raise for the national anthem.
Yes, of course. A wonderful celebration with all of us sharing our views, our ideas. Thank you everyone for being there and for being a part of such a glorious day, the AZADI AMRIT MAHOTSAV, the name which actually inspires all of us, connects all of us. And, you know, it sort of creates a kind of a vibrancy, a kind of a spirit of, doing anything and everything for the country. So, yes, Pooja, yes.
Yeah, ma'am.
I think 2 participants raised their hands. If you could just check, Pooja.
Okay, ma'am, let me check. Yes, Monica Oswal, ma'am, and the name is not visible on the screen. There is one kid. Yes, Monica, ma'am, you can unmute and speak.
Ma'am, my battery is too low. So I will say only one sentence.
Okay, ma'am.
75 साल की स्वतंत्र दिवस की हार्दिक हार्दिक शुभकामना सभी को. Freedom in the mind, felt in the words, pride in our soul. Let's salute our national on the Independence Day. Happy Independence Day to all. Thank you, ma'am. My battery is low, so I search for my toilet.
Yes, thank you, ma'am. Yes, there's someone else. Sonal Seth. Sonal Seth, ma'am, you can unmute and speak.
Yeah, hello.
Yes, Sonal, ma'am, you are audible.
Yeah, hello, ma'am. Good evening.
Good evening.
And a very happy Independence 75th and Independence Day to everyone. Actually, I am Sonal Seth from Surat, Gujarat, and I am working as a private tutor and working from teaching primary classes from last 27 years. And I want to just speak that I want to tell everyone that I'm working and I'm working an NGO also, Helping Hands Foundation Surat.
Okay.
And I want to bring awareness in so many slums and villages. We are running program sessions for that kids, that good touch and bad touch, bring awareness for the girls, young girls. So can you hear me, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am, you are audible.
Okay, so I just wanted to say that मुझे जो आजादी हमें मिली है, ये आजादी हम ये सब जो गरीब बच्चे हैं, जो अंडर प्रिविलेज किड्स हैं, तो उन लोग में भी अवेयरनेस लाकर उन लोग के लिए भी वर्क करके हम लोग उनको हमारे कंट्री में कुछ रिस्पॉन्सिबल सिटीजन बनाए. इवन मैं शेल्टर होम्स में भी जाती हूँ जहाँ पर होमलेस किड्स हैं, तो वो बच्चों से भी यस्टरडे हम लोग ने वर्क करवाया, जैसे सबको से फ्लैग ड्रॉ करवाया और सबके पास थोड़ा मीन्स गाने, सिंगिंग एंड एवरीथिंग. वी डिड एक्टिविटीज ओवर देयर आल्सो. सो आई जस्ट वांटेड टू से दैट वी वांट टू ब्रिंग अवेयरनेस. इंडिपेंडेंस जो आजादी हमें मिली है, ये हर एक के लिए हो, हर एक छोटे से बड़े बच्चों, जो सीनियर सिटीजन्स है, जिनका कोई नहीं है, उनके साथ उनको भी थोड़ा हेल्प करे, आगे बढ़कर कुछ किसी के लिए कुछ कर सके. So I'm working for that all people, and I just wanted to share this only, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for sharing your kind of charitable work you are doing. You are running an NGO, which is like Helping Hand, and this is a platform where we are connecting, and this, I think this social work is again what is being needed in the society.
I am here because Sonal Jaj ma'am from Mumbai gave me the link. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been known this.
Yeah. Thank you, ma'am, for joining. I think, ma'am, Preeti ma'am, freedom means different to different person. Freedom means having no expectations and simply doing what brings us joy and being fearless and expressing every moment. I think this is what freedom is all about. And we are here on this platform of IDY. I'm sharing everything in our own way, poems or in the form of speeches, dance. So this is our way of expressing our freedom. I think we should be thankful to our freedom fighters, to our leaders, and our soldiers who have given this day to celebrate.
Yeah, ma'am. And even my two students are here, Hriday and Urvansh. They want to perform something. Please.
Okay. Yeah, over to them. You can unmute with them. Yes.
My name is Urvansh Raja. I am second standard. I am singing also Vande Mataram song. यहाँ वहाँ सारा जहाँ देख लिया है, नहीं कहीं तेरे जैसा कोई नहीं है, नहीं सौद में दुनिया घुमा, नहीं कहीं तेरे जैसा कोई नहीं, मैं गया जहाँ भी बस तेरी याद थी जो मेरे साथ थी, मुझको तड़पाती रुलाती, सबसे प्यारी तेरी सूरत प्यार है, बस तेरा प्यारी, माँ तुझे सलाम, माँ तुझे सलाम, माँ तुझे सलाम, वंदे मातरम, वंदे मातरम, वंदे मातरम, वंदे मातरम, जन्म जन्म तेरा हूँ दीवाना मैं, जुमुना चुगा तेरे प्यार का तराना मैं, चंदा नहीं सूरज नहीं दुनिया की दौलत नहीं, बस लूटूंगा तेरे प्यार का खजाना में, एक नजर जब तेरी होती है प्यार की, दुनिया तब तो मेरी चमके दमके महके रे, तेरा चेहरा सूरज जैसा चंद सी ठंड है प्यार में, वंदे मातरम, वंदे मातरम, वंदे मातरम, वंदे मातरम, तेरे पास ही मैं आ रहा हूँ, अपनी बाहें खोल दे, जोर से मुझको गले लगा, मुझको फिर वो प्यार दे, तू ही मेरी जिंदगी है, तू ही मेरी मोहब्बत है, तेरे पैरों में जन्नत है, तू ही दिल तू ही जा, ओ माँ, माँ तुझे सलाम, माँ तुझे सलाम, माँ तुझे सलाम, वंदे मातरम, वंदे मातरम, वंदे मातरम, वंदे मातरम, वंदे मातरम, वंदे मातरम. Thank you.
Oh, what a fantastic performance at the end of our program, and the performance by the kid. Excellent, beta, excellent. And I think Rachna ma'am, when it comes from a kid, it indeed makes a difference. It indeed makes a difference.
Thank you,
Thank you, beta. Thank you, Hardik, for this wonderful song and beautifully sung by you, and the confidence which you have, I can see on your face. Your brother is sitting with you?
Yes.
Okay. He was guiding you?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, very honest, very honest.
Very honest, very honest.
He has reminded me my childhood.
No, ma'am, he is
even
not
though that
understand.
my-
He is singing by alone.
My voice is not for singing, you know.
What you are telling.
You know, but the confidence, I think, Madhvi, but the confidence, the way he was narrating everything.
Like I should say, Pooja ma'am, when I was child, I was also performed in school with this song.
I think everybody
That
has
was
this song in our mind.
He was also performed in school.
Wow, wow. Keep it up, beta. Keep it up. Keep doing such
Thank
great
you, ma'am.
things. Okay? Yes. I think now we have come to the end of the program. And for this, I would like everybody to raise for the national anthem.
अधिनायक जय हे, जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे, भारत भाग्य विधाता। पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा, द्राविड उत्कल बंगा, विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा, उच्चल जलधि तरंगा। तव शुभ नामे जागे, तव शुभ आशीष मागे, गाहे तव जय गाथा। जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे, भारत भाग्य विधाता। जय हे, जय हे, जय हे, जय 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 हे।
भारत माता की जय। जय हिंद, जय भारत।
जय हिंद,
जय हिंद, जय भारत।
जय हिंद, जय भारत।
जय हिंद, जय भारत।